And welcome back, everybody, to a special edition of Bubba and the Bloom, episode 217. It is your yearly tradition, unlike any other, the 2025 LABR 15-team mixed draft live stream, kicking off industry drafts around the world, basically. And Ryan Bloomfield, the one and only, is in the draft first. You can follow me on Twitter at BDentric, the podcast at Bubba Bloom Pod, and on Patreon at patreon.com/Bubba Bloom, right there below you on the screen. And my co-host, as always, and drafting up a great team with 4 outfielders in the first 8 picks, probably, on Twitter at RyanBHQ. Ryan Bloomfield, how we doing, my friend?
Getting those shots in early. I like it before I can even talk. Doing all right. I behind the scenes preparation for this thing. Bought a 6-pack and a thing of Celsius, and you saw it actually happen. I crack open my Celsius, and it just shoots all over the place. So I am now sitting here for the next 3.5 hours in wet jeans. So that's how we're starting things off. Hopefully it's all uphill from here, but you can never know for sure, especially with you running this show tonight and the chat, which I'm sure will give me moral support and words of encouragement throughout, like they always do every year.
Yes, I'm looking forward to this. As Nick says, get these guys a caffeine sponsor. Hey, I've been the one on Celsius forever. Ryan's like, you're crazy drinking these at night. Hey, it gets you going. It keeps you going.
They're good, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
We need sponsorship.
Yes, we do. So yeah, that's good. I'm looking forward to this. You mentioned a little bit of strategy in the Discord, but I guess we're getting ready to get going here. Give us kind of a rundown of the league, I guess, before we get going, so the people watching at home or listening can tell what we're doing.
All right. So LABR is a 5x5 15-team league, mixed league. There are AL and NL versions of it that run this weekend. I've got the 11th pick out of 15, which is, we'll see, which is okay. A lot of different options I can go. It is, so a couple things just because it's a standalone league, right? So it in a lot of the kind of things we all hear is NFBC centric and that sort of thing. So there's no overall or anything. So you will see some different strategies being employed. Some teams even punt categories and that sort of thing, which you can do in a standalone league. There's trading. So you don't necessarily, we all preach balance, leave the draft with a balanced team. I still want to do that in LABR, but there is kind of an out in that you can trade in this league. Weekly lineups, weekly fab. The fab's a little bit different and does affect draft strategy. So as opposed to like your typical NFBC league where it's $1,000 for fab, in LABR it's only $100. And you may think, oh, well, what's the difference? Just divide all your bids by 10 or whatever. It does make a big difference because there are no like $0 bids. So in theory, you can only make 100 moves a year, 4 moves a week. And that's if you do single dollar bids the whole time. There are guys and gals in this league that run out of money in September just because if you've got $2 left, that's all. I mean, you can make 2 more ads. So it does affect, like, I'm a little bit less apt to stream. I can say we can stream catchers, stream pitchers, that sort of thing. That's easier to do in an NFBC type where you've got $1,000 to play with, where you only have $100 with a $1 minimum bid. Streaming is doable, but it eats up a pretty good portion of your budget. Trying to think of anything major else that is different from your typical 5x5, but that's pretty much it. There are unlimited IL spots. So you will see in this draft, I put this in the Discord the other day, fishing for ideas from our Patreon folks, and Jenny Butler, who's drafting next to me tonight at number 12, is one of them and in there. But trying to get some names, guys that might start on the IL that you can draft in this league and then just basically throw them on the IL. And then you've got a free fab pickup, the Sunday before opening day. So that's big. And again, like if someone gets hurt, they're not taking up a roster spot. You can throw them on the IL. So that makes injury risks, currently hurt guys, a little bit more attractive in LABR. You'll see some of these guys that won't normally get picked in a fab league on the NFBC get picked in LABR because you can stash them.
Yeah, it was either last year or the year before. Royce Lewis was a popular one. Players like that. Jacob deGrom even last year was one of interest for players. Spencer Strider will go in this one. Curious to where, but we'll go to stash him for sure. Ryan is drafting 11th. It looks like. Am I doing my math right?
I am 11th.
Yes.
Yeah. I am 11th. Let's run down it's a stacked league. So I'll give everyone a shout out here. So number 1 spot, Scott Pianowski of Yahoo. Number 2, Alan Harrison. Picking 3rd, Mike Gianella of BP. Mike Podhorzer is picking 4th at Fangraphs. DVR of The Athletic picking 5th. Paul Sporer picking 6th. Jeff Erickson picking 7th. Jeff is also live streaming over on RotoWire with Fred Zenke, who's picking 10th. Ray Flowers is picking 8th. Tim McLeod 9th. I mentioned Fred. I mentioned Jenny at 12. Myself at 11. My buddy Steinhorn at 13. My nemesis, my Roto nemesis, Dr. Roto, because he snipes me every single year on guys that I like, is picking 14th. And last but certainly not least, the defending champion, Rudy Gamble, at the wheel at 15 for Razzball. So it's a stacked, honestly, it's a stacked league, and this is one of my favorite drafts just because so many people in this league are kind of, up there or whatever in the industry, and there's just a lot of eyes on this thing. So it's I'm ready to buckle up, as they say, and have some fun tonight.
Yes, buckle up. I got a question for you from the chat here. William Baker says, do in-season pickups have to be in your lineup for a week before going on the bench?
Yes, that is a LABR rule as well, which I actually like. It makes Fab much more straightforward. If you pick somebody up in Fab, you have to start them that week.
That's how tout is also. Makes you
Yep.
See, no stashing. You got to throw them in. Got to go. Which is great because, like, for people going, oh, he's gonna get called up in 3 weeks. Let me grab him early. Well, you got to take that 0 that week.
You can, but yeah, you got to take the 0. And I don't know. Yeah, there's all kinds of strategy behind that. That doesn't really affect my draft strategy that much, but that is something that is unique to LABR. We also have team name suggestions being thrown out, and again, the chat, the more we are active tonight, the more fun this is going to be. We've got Mark Jordan, who's part of our Patreon, suggesting team names, I think, already. Wet Jeans and Shattered Dreams. I like that.
Yeah, you better phrase that properly. I do have something I want to mention before this gets going and hot and heavy and Ryan starts tilting over there by round 4 or something because he got sniped by Dr. Roto or Jenny or somebody. I do want to mention, if you guys like this feed, which I hope you guys do because you guys are always here watching it, on Thursday kicks off First Pitch Online for Baseball HQ. Ryan will be on a panel that'll be recapping this league with members of this draft, which will be before our live show Thursday night. So that's why I'm getting it in now. If you're interested in this, First Pitch Online starts Thursday. It's Thursday through Sunday. I'm hosting the AL auction for LABR on Friday night. It'll be me, Joe Arrico, and Mike Gianella. Gianella's in this draft, the LABR 15-team mixed. So we'll be hosting that and keeping you up to date there. That'll be interesting because I don't do only leagues. So giddy up on that one for sure. But I want to let everybody know, if you want to get a full recap of people in this draft room to see what they thought, Ryan will be a part of a panel on Thursday at First Pitch Online.
Yes, there will be yelling and shouting involved depending on the number of snipes tonight. We've got Brent, we've got Eric Leggett in the chat saying good luck. Eric, I hope you're down in that basement with that 7-foot projector.
Better on the wall. Be on the wall, buddy.
Notorious for that one. That's great. We should be getting started very soon. It sounds like
Joe just asked. Usually it starts at like 7 after due to Sirius XM. I think they're waiting for somebody to happen. But Ben Ted said, yes, it's getting streamed on Sirius XM. We have it here. Jeff Erickson and Zinke are streaming it online as well on their RotoWire YouTube. So multiple places, but your answer, Ben, usually it gets a slow start because of the radio. Yes.
Yeah. XM does the commercials and that sort of thing. So it sounds like we are starting like right about now. So
yeah, as Yancey mentions, I love a good live stream, but as a 2X podcast speed listener, it sounds like you're both drunk listening normally. I'm a 1.5, so even at 1, I agree with you. Going 2X, you're a maniac, Yancey, but I respect it. I'm a 1X guy. I can't do just rate. I'm a 1.5X. I can't do 1X. That's just too painfully slow.
We have started. Bobby Witt, number 1 to Scott Pianowski. That Witt-Ohtani debate is heading more and more to the side of Bobby Witt.
Is Shohei eligible at both positions in this league?
Yeah.
Okay, Shohei just went
he's
2.
One Ohtani.
Okay, he doesn't get to go on the IL like Yahoo if he's a pitcher, Ohtani. Like that, just insane discussion we had in the chat. Judge goes 3. I'm honestly willing to take Ohtani 3rd after Witt and Judge personally, but that's just me, I guess.
Yeah, that is just you. You're overthinking it. Ohtani's 1, my friend. Ohtani's 1.
Well, we can maybe test that out. I haven't seen we don't have our draft order yet for next Tuesday, so we'll see, my friend.
Yeah. Tout this time next Tuesday. You are in it with me, so
yep.
The table.
J-Ram goes 5 after Ellie at 4. It's still one to each their own. I'm curious to see what Podhoser does because he's had some wild builds in this format before, like a lot of IL guys once in a while stuff. So he gets after it. Let's put it that way.
And so I feel like what will happen at 11, and I've been going back and forth on this most of the afternoon, is I have the option to go like a Scooble Skeens if I want to start a pitcher, or there's that Mookie Betts Francisco Lindor beer bet that we have going on. I could take one of them. Those guys look the most attractive in terms of ADP. That might be available to me at 11, but you never know who's going to fall.
We'll see if you make the right. We'll see if you make the right pick between Betts and Lindor. Then Erickson just took Gunnar Henderson. If anybody listened to the Sunday show with Scott Jenstead, Erickson took Gunnar at 7 in the scarf draft. He says he wants Gunnar everywhere this year. So anybody else drafting with Jeff this year, keep that in mind. Yeah. And that's a phenomenal pick right there by Ray Flowers taking Kyle Tucker. And there goes Mookie Betts to make your decision a little easier now.
Yeah, well, kind of. I could still be the first one to take a pitcher off the board. Zinke's up. I doubt he'll take a pitcher. I don't think he normally goes that way.
Usually does not, but it's a new year, so maybe it's a new Zinke. We'll find out. But yeah, if right now you're on deck, if both pitchers are available, is that where you're going? Or are you going Frenchie? Well, he took Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, I was gonna take Corbin Carroll if Corbin Carroll fell to 11. So I'm between the two pitchers or Frankie. What the hell? How do I draft him?
RT Sports is where Ryan is drafting, so he's trying to reconfigure.
Yeah, this is a new. Right now. I'll talk about this after my turn. Okay, now I know. Yes, learn how to actually click the right button in your draft room, and click draft. So I'm going to go Lindor.
Yes, Lindor. Ben Titt agrees. Frankie is the pick here. Smart move. And that's the beer bet winner. So at least you have some. You'll enjoy it this year when you're buying me a beer later.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. So for those that don't normally listen to the show, Bubba and I get in arguments, debates, whatever, all draft season long, and we make a running tally. Call them beer bets, and we repay those bets at First Pitch Arizona every single year. And this year, what we're going to do, we're going to have our Patreon folks get in on the action, set up a little game, and everyone in the Patreon can pick their choice, their side of each beer bet. And we'll do a little prize for them at the end of the season. So Dreek, Scooble, Jenny just took Scooble, which I would have gone if I went pitcher. I would have gone Scooble over Skeens. Jenny has mentioned she has been drafting at the back of these 15 teamers quite a bit, so she has the added complexity of trying to diversify with some of her picks. So I like the Scooble start.
Question for you. You mentioned Carroll over Lindor. Is that you really would have done that?
Yeah, I would have.
I was just surprised because you weren't mentioning him. It was Betts and Lindor, and then you threw the Carroll curveball out there. Unless you.
Well, I just assumed. Yeah, just by ADP, Carroll should have been gone by 11.
There goes Churio at the turn. I like that, and there goes Skeens. I started Skeens Churio with the 13th pick in Barf. I was pretty pumped on that.
Yeah, was Scooble gone already?
I believe so. I'll have to double check. I like Skeens over Scooble personally.
Yeah, I mean it's splitting hairs between the two. All right, so coming back, I'm 3 picks away. What I did with this draft is I actually took from our Bubba and the Bloom listener leagues. We've done 7 auctions already. I just took the average auction value of all of our listeners and threw that right into RT Sports as my queue. So my actual list that I have in this draft room is from our listeners. So I'm going to blame all of you if I get autoed and take the wrong guy.
Yeah, that goes well. That'll go well. Are you thinking of taking a Zach Wheeler here to get your first pitcher, or are you sticking to bats? So let's just think you've played in this league for a handful of years now. Is hitting a better priority early on than pitching? Because we know, NFBC main events, everyone takes pitching early. And heck, Barf pitching flew early. It was insane. How does it kind of this format, this league, I guess, differ?
Typically in this league, pitching goes a little later, and especially, and we'll see tonight, got my eye on the relief pitcher market. Typically relievers go much later than what we see in the NFBC. Jenny, there's a clear number 1 in my queue. I think Jenny's listening to us. I'm sure she's going to take him, but if not, I will go with my backup at first base. If this
So are
doesn't
you
pan out.
scared that Jane's gonna snipe you all night? So you're gonna be all coy with your picks now?
She is. She's going to take Vlad. Watch her take Vlad.
Now you're just duping her. Dr. Doom says this draft is stacked. So many good fantasy people. That's the goal in these industry leagues, that they are stacked. That is for sure. It'll be next Tuesdays will be less stacked because I'll be in there, but it'll still have 14 other really good players. So yes.
And on cue, there goes Vlad. That would have been a hell of a windfall for me if Vlad fell. But
Lindor Vlad would have been pretty nice. But you still have plenty of options here early in round 2.
You know who I'm taking. Take your guess.
Who you are taking? I can't even think right now. I need a
guy,
sheet.
Man.
Go for it. Take him.
It's my guy.
Oh, Freddie Freeman. Yeah, I was writing up my notes for tonight's recording of Breakfast with Bubba, and Freddie Freeman will be back in game action this Thursday or Friday, which is very, very nice.
That's kind of the sealer for me. Is he hasn't played yet, but obviously feels good enough to play in a game in late February. So not too worried about the ankle there. So
Well,
and also
he's got to get going earlier. They start in Japan in 3 weeks.
That's true. That is true. God, is that 3 weeks away only?
Yep. I saw a tweet on Tuesday that it's 3 weeks from like today or something like that. So yeah, we're right around the corner from that.
The other kind of reason for taking Freddie Freeman is if I am going to pick nits at Francisco Lindor, and I know he's your boy, but batting average isn't what you'd expect out of a first round. It's not a bad batting average. I just want more of that base. So I'm going to make up for it with Freeman in the second round. So
it's smart. You can use Lindor's power and speed to go with Freddie's batting average, and it all pairs out.
Yeah. So
not going to knock it. 270s, not a first round average. I get it, but it is very good.
Yeah.
There goes Acuna. To Ray Flowers went Tucker Acuna, and so that's when he can start on the IL right out the gate and only miss maybe a few weeks to a month.
I would expect Acuna, to go around, that mid-second. That's it's not something I would have done because that's just me. I'm old and boring. But yeah, you just throw Acuna on your IL, you get a free fab pickup when or not a free you have a free roster spot to make a fab move before the season begins. Unlimited roster spots, Yancey.
We have Ariel Cohen in the chat here saying you can make the argument that Freddie Freeman is a first rounder. I really like that pick. Ryan has pounded the Freddie Freeman late first round pick.
I took Freddie Freeman in LABR last year at 9 overall. So he's back on.
He is your boy. But you would have taken Vladdy over Freddie?
I probably would have.
Okay.
I probably would have. Freddie is really not so much with the ankle. It's more Freddie's 35. Like this is his age 35 season. At some point,
crazy to think he's that old already.
Yep. At some point it's gonna start to decline. And we kind of saw it last year, but I think last year was somewhat of a second half aberration with everything else that Freddie Freeman had going on in his life. So yeah. One pick that surprised me, and again, I'm gonna be an open book on this one, but the Jazz Chisholm going at the 1-2 wheel. I know with any of these guys, none of these players are going to make it back to you at the 3-4. So if you love Jazz, and you may get second, third outfield eligibility, but for me to pair Jazz with Tatis, who, not my first round pick either. So
question marks for both of them, but he is a doctor, so he might know more than we do on that one. What's the eligibility? Is it 10 games in season, 5 games? I know every format varies. Maybe you don't know that off the top of your head. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's 20 for the previous year. I think for in season it's 10.
Okay. But similar to NFBC then.
Don't quote me. I'm only in the league. I mean, why would I read the rules?
It took you 30 seconds to figure out how to make your pick, so I wouldn't expect anything else.
You did, dude. I freaking it's different. You click on the guy's name and there's a button that says claim and not pick. Like, I want to claim this guy.
Oh man. Oh, we're in 2025 now. What are we doing here? Ariel also says speed is going a tad earlier in this draft than the NFBC ADP currently indicates. That is very true. Like Trey Turner went right after Freddie Freeman. Turner's more of a late second round pick than an early second these days. So that'd be one that stands out a little bit as well. Jaron Durand. That's kind of normal overall, but pretty close. But there you got Riley Olsen coming in the back end there. So a Riley Judge combo. Talk about getting all the power with very little speed potentially.
Yeah, which again you can do in this league, and maybe that's not Gianella's plan to do a semi stolen base punt, but you can do that. You can also trade for bags. We'll see what he does. But yeah, that's a powerful start from Mr. Gianella. What I'm curious to see coming back in the third, and like, dude, this is so much easier than streaming an auction, by the way, because I actually have like 20 picks to chill.
Yeah, you don't have to like think every player that comes out. Yeah.
God, that was brutal. What I'm looking to see in this third round is what are there any relievers going to be taken? I know we have both talked about on our relief pitcher preview show. We want to get one of those top 8 relievers. Do I need to do that in the early 4th round, or can I wait till the 5-6? So last year I got Raisel Iglesias in the 6th round. Relievers do go later in this, so that's one thing I'm looking at in the 3rd round is to see if any relievers get taken, and just pitching in general, right? Mm-hmm. What's the board going to do with pitchers right now? It's only been 3 starting pitchers taken, right? Skubal, Schemes, and Wheeler. So it's been hitter heavy, as I kind of
my kind of people.
Yeah.
We just saw Devers go, so we have Devers over Machado, which I know for us is pretty much the other way around. It feels like, but and there goes O'Neill Cruz to pair with Bobby Witt and Devers. That's it's an interesting build, especially with Cruz having outfield as well.
That's the other thing with LABR is this is a totally different universe from the NFBC. A lot of these guys don't play NFBC leagues. Like, you will get different picks, different strategies. Honestly, it's a little bit of a breath of fresh air. You will see some wild picks, and wild is not a put down. They could very well be awesome picks. O'Neill Cruz was not making it back to Scott Pianowski like I would have considered O'Neill Cruz.
There goes Machado. I don't mind it at all because it gets in tons of speed. Cruz has the outfield eligibility to go with it, and we'll see where it goes from there. But there goes your pitcher, Gilbert.
Yeah, if Gilbert was hanging around by then, I would grab him, but I did not expect that. Monitoring our guy, King William. Doubt it.
That would be awesome if he fell to you in this round. Go King William here to go with Freddie and Frankie. Like, that would be glory. That would be a Bubba in the Bloom start if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, but I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not. But you never know. You said this is different. Maybe they treat things a little differently around here. But William is high up. Like, you've talked about it many times. You and Ben have talked about the value of what he does at the catcher's position, how it rates out, just like financial, like per player dollar values and all that kind of stuff. So there goes Michael Harris the second, a guy I can just never get behind.
I know. I would have taken him too. You do not like, neither does Tid. You guys don't like Michael Harris.
It's like it's the hype train year after year after year. I'm at the point now, prove it to me. Like, you are a prove it to me guy, but you'll trust Michael Harris.
I know, I'm a little weird. I mean, 2 years ago, Michael Harris did hit like 290 when 2020.
Yeah, I guess the biggest thing is look at the total games played each year. It's just not there to put the full season together.
And I think, as Yancey says, and I am projection driven, the projections do love Michael Harris.
This is true.
Which kind of goes back to what you were saying, like, there goes King William. The color, the catcher colors are different, by the way. With
I don't like these colors; just trip me out left and right. So that's DVR. Of course, he took him. That's just you and DVR probably talked to King William before. Man, J-Ram, Harper, Contreras. I can dig that. That's pretty sweet right there.
Yeah, DVR. That's a good start. DVR started pocket aces last year, so he's switching things up. This year with 3 hitters.
Yeah, it's some great batting average start, tons of power, okay speed, like, because J-Ram will get his. Harper, Contreras get you maybe 10 to 15, depends on where that goes. That's a really good looking start right there. 5 outfielders. I know I joked about it. It was only a couple of years ago where you did it. I remember after like the 10th round, like, God, I have 5 outfielders already. Is that something we should worry about in this league? Because, we talk about in our outfield previews, you want to like get 2 from this pocket, 2 from this pocket. Does that change here for you?
No, I'm using what we have talked about and what we've learned from our position previews, and in theory,
your word, that's good.
In theory, putting it in practice tonight. I don't have any outfielders yet, so off to a good start there. I've got one that I will probably take in the 3rd round if he's.
There goes a closer. There goes a Clase before Crochet. That's why I'm saying, but either this round or next round, I would grab one. I don't think you'll get one of the top 5 or 6 we've talked about.
You don't think? You don't think it'll come all the way back?
Not if I'm seeing Sport take Clase there. I don't know. You obviously your team. I would not roll the dice. I'd get at least one and just walk away. But that's just me.
Before a starting pitcher, really. Devin Williams is out there. That's your boy.
Yes.
There goes Hader early.
Yep, so there's two. Now you really need to take one with one of your next two picks. Like it's murky quickly. And good for if I was drafting Clase, he's like my fifth reliever, so I wouldn't even be scared right now. But now I'm curious where you're going to go because you said you had an outfielder queued up. But now
I've got an outfielder. I've got Teoscar queued up.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. I like that. I figured you were going more speed, Wyatt Langford, but I know you're scared of Wyatt Langford's injury.
I'm not taking Langford in the third round.
All
right, so it's Teoscar or a closer.
We're seeing more pitchers in general go right now. We've seen 3 starters and 2 closers go in the first 10 picks of this round. Definitely picking up.
This is tough, man.
And Ryan's thinking really hard because he's going to be mad either way here because Jenny's going to take the person he wanted next.
I don't know. We'll talk about Jenny. We'll talk about Jenny.
Are you Forrest Gump?
Okay, Jenny. Here's what you're gonna do. Yeah, let's see what comes back to me. So we'll talk about.
Joe says keep hammering hitters.
We'll talk about. So Jenny and Paul Sporer famously last year in LABR both double tap closers at the 3-4 turn last year, and I know. Well, I think Jenny regretted it. I forget who exactly they took. So I may be banking on the fact that maybe she's not going to touch an early closer this year. I'm probably thinking way too much into it. But.
There goes Corey Seager. So she's got good batting average base with Vladdy and Seager. No steals, but you got Skubal as an ace. Obviously, plenty of time to fix these things. There's just no shade on any picks, as you mentioned earlier. Just kind of evaluating the start so far. And you got we got a J-Rod and Greg Oden's knees on Steiner's team. So we'll see where he goes here for some maybe healthy situations.
Regular listeners to the show know Greg Oden's knees. I would hope.
Big Meat Pete the polar bear right after that. So he's got the thump coming out of that lineup. Steiner's not messing around in the power department. Pretty good stuff. Ooh, Ben Tidd's not liking your pick. He said, I would have waited till round 4, Ryan.
Whatever. Tomato, dude. Talking about.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm just hoping you take a closer here with your next pick. Otherwise, this could get. You might be going in the like Royals Dodgers situation before you want to.
Teoscar kind of by far was the top by Bubba and the Bloom AAV available.
Yeah, the Teoscar thing with me, like I'm 100% with you on. There's the power. There's the run production. Did steal 12 bags last year. That's what I was going to check, but he's only done that twice in his career. Like the steals is the thing that stands out to me this early in the draft, but you obviously have Lindor already, which is not bad. Oh, Paul Sporer is listening, by the way, so keep that in mind.
Great. Yeah. And drafting 6.
He says basically Jordan's carrying a table leg. So there you go. ATC says I disagree with the Teoscar pick. Teoscar might have been too early, not because I don't like the player, but that you could have gotten him in round 4. See, Bented and Ariel are on team weight on Teoscar.
These people wanting to play ADP chicken. Come on.
And there goes Dr. Roto now with Langford, Chisholm, and Tatis. So 3 potentially injured players, but 3 guys that could all steal 30-plus bases and hit 20-plus home runs. Like that's a heck of a start if they play all season.
I don't really view, and I mentioned this in the Discord earlier, I don't really view, I mean, I guess technically he's hurt right now, Langford, but does not sound serious and we're a month away. Like I don't really
I'm not worried about it at all.
Right.
Like I said in the Discord, if I get news next week that he's out for like another week, then I start getting worried they keep moving him back in theory. But overall, I'm not too concerned about that. There goes Rudy Gamble pairing Sale with Skeens. That's a nice little pocket aces right there with the next Ronald Acuna Jr. on his team.
And so let's see what this will Rudy take a third pitcher out of 4? No, he's going to go Adley. So I'm eyeing to catchers are purple, man. You got to know this catcher guy.
That had a weird glare if I look at it a different way. That's what I was checking.
The screen, I think, is smaller for you, Bubba, than it is for our listeners. So
yes, I'm watching the chat. Yes.
Holy outfield, Dr. Roto.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now he goes Woods, another guy that's got 20 steal upside. He's got 4 potential 2020 players. I love it. It's crazy with all outfielders, given Jazz will play the infield most likely.
Yeah, Jazz will be.
But still pretty crazy right there that he's just locked in the 2020 potentials.
Man, maybe I won't go closer. Screw closers.
Okay, Adam Lee says Ryan Bubba is drunk on closer propaganda.
Exactly.
Martin and Finnegan, who just re-signed with the Nats an hour ago, are your closers. If that's who you're relying on, T's and P's to you.
Let's go.
Yeah, Yancey Eaton says my Jorge Lopez shares are in shambles.
Garrett Cole goes. So I could get one of the two New York closers.
So you're going to go closer or starting pitcher? Or you're going back to the bats?
No, I'm going to go.
Yeah, you're not like me. You can't play that chicken.
The Law Dog is the top hitter.
I would fit your team. I would fit your team really, really well.
Thinking King Kirby. King Kirby's available.
You know my thoughts on him. If you want Kirby, just wait for Ober or Schwellenbach later. Just move on. I love the idea of putting Butler with that team, getting used. Devin, that a boy, the best closer in baseball, Devin Williams.
So
fourth closer off the board too.
My gamble, and so that goes back to the talk about third, fourth round. So what if I took Devin Williams in the third, which is within ADP, and I waited till the fourth for I don't know, doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just you never know. Every draft's different.
You never know.
It's like every auction's different. You don't know it. Like I'm telling you, I'm not going to try to say just barfs clear on my brain as 15-teamer. That was the weirdest. I've done so many DCs, so many drafts. That was just off the wall different. So you can't plan for that. There goes Kirby, 2 picks after you.
Yeah, Kirby's a good pick. I like King Kirby.
Paul
I do,
Sporer,
but I'm also scared as hell. I am scared as hell about as my dog falls down the stairs to get down here. You all right?
Devin Williams was a third closer off the board. That was my bad. Sporer corrected me on that. He's correct. I saw just a lot of yellow the last two picks, the last 2 rounds. A lot of yellow.
A common theme.
Dog okay?
Yeah, I mean, she's 15 and her back legs are pretty much much shot. So going downstairs for her is tough, but she likes to. She's always down here with me when I'm recording. So
that's good. That's good.
Unless there's food upstairs, there must not be.
Are you gonna do your yearly Uber Eats delivery for the?
I already did. I mean, DoorDash, man.
Make sure you got that lined
27 minutes ago it was dropped off, so I was on top of it.
Perfect. All right, so there goes Law Dog to Sporer. Great pick, Sporer, to pair with Soto, Wheeler, and Clase. I like that start a lot. Gets you an ace. Yep. Well,
nice
I would have
balance.
preferred a different closer, but to each their own. And then the 2 stud outfielders. That's pretty big.
It's really good balance. I do like. Yeah. Go ahead.
Martin Sokolsky says, "Hot start, Bloom. Keep chugging along. He'll be chugging some beers in a little bit, so don't you worry.
We'll be chugging at some point."
And Podhoser gets an ace in Dylan Cease. Look at that.
You mean Aaron Nola just got picked in the 4th?
That took you too long. You're losing your fastball, Bloomfield.
Oh, my fastball is. It left a while ago. All right, Teoscar. All right, so so the aggregated projections I've got in our team tracker, which, by the way, available, Bubba and the Bloom Patreon. It only got Lindor projected for 23 steals for Steamer and the Bat X. So
which is crazy.
Yeah, I may change that. This is not the goal of projections here, but
for a guy that's gone 30-30 basically the last 2 seasons, I don't see where the dip comes from. How can you? And again, maybe Ariel can give advice to that in the chat here as he does projection stuff, but I don't know how you can.
I'm gonna override that to make myself feel better. I'll put 28, and so now my per player pace is at 16, and the target here is 13 per player for steals. So
yeah, so you're still above.
Martin, the groin's coming along good. Those are healing. Both of them are healing nicely. But if you weren't here for the first minute of the show, I spilled Celsius all over my jeans, and the legs are wet.
It's kind of a different way to ice down his groin. Yeah. Brent Rooker goes there. So it's Judge Riley Rooker with Logan Gilbert. Gianella loves the Thunder.
Wow. Okay.
Loves
Yeah.
the Thunder. And Rooker's
Hey,
outfield eligible in this format, by the way. So I want to check out your eligibility now.
I don't know if he is.
Yeah. So
He
it's a
may
green
just be
square.
colored that way. He is green.
Okay, so here's Ariel's thoughts. And this is why I'm glad I asked. Thank you, Ariel. He says for Lindor and the projected steals, basic aging curve, basically. So he's
Yeah,
getting the
that's
dudes.
what I would think.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I appreciate that.
Rooker is utility only in this league.
Okay, that's good to know because I saw the green. I know I'm blind, but I could kind
No,
of
this
piece that
happened
out
last
there.
year. Some of the colors don't. I remember Jenny took, I think she started Ohtani, Bryce Harper, and it showed Bryce Harper as UT, like the color. And so it looked not so great for her, but Bryce Harper was first base. So the color doesn't, I don't know.
And there goes Framber. So yeah, pitching after that hitting first 2 rounds, basically pitching is flying off the boards. And
Except for, and we do this damn exercise every single year. Guess who's lingering? Guess who's lingering in the fifth? Jacob DeGrom. He always lingers in labor.
Spencer Strider's there too, if you feel like it. If you want to get that wild.
But I am looking at
thinking pitching here?
Probably.
They all
need to go
start turning into
pitching.
the same pitcher pretty soon, though, is the difference.
I know, which I don't know. We'll see. Like the closer is still like, so that's the thing. I could have gone King Kirby in the fourth and got like Iglesias is still available. Like he might have made it back to me at 5, but I don't know. I listened to you and you're drunk on closers, so I took Devin Williams.
Hey, at least it's that. I'm drinking vitamin water and regular water right now, so I'll take it.
Eric says Glass now again. LOL. Yeah, the chat bullied me last year in the 4th round to take Tyler Glass now.
And it looked great.
It looked
for a
great.
couple months.
It looked great until it didn't. Yeah, I'm looking at starting pitcher here unless there's like a really good hitter value on the board. And what I'm looking at in the queue, like the top hitter for our Bubba in the Bloom AAV is Christian Walker. You got a couple catchers, Yainer Diaz, Wilson Contreras, Junior Caminero, those types, Salvi.
First off, catchers should be high in the Bubba and the Bloom auction calculator because everyone's spending money on
inflation.
Them, right?
For sure. Bubba and the Bloom inflation because of your ass catchers. King William was $29 AAV in our leagues.
Like, my God, I'm glad. I can't wait to see what my draft looks like on Wednesday because I'm going to end up with like $2 catchers probably the way these guys are going to pick them. But the chat was saying Yainer would be a nice pick here at your 5th or 6th round as a starting catcher potentially.
Yeah. I do need to. Starting pitchers are somewhat important, people. And Pablo Lopez just went. That's who I was.
Look at all the yellow. There goes Helsley. So Helsley ahead of Iglesias. There goes DeGrom to DVR.
Look at his pitching run.
It's almost like you're picking DVR's team these days. Yeah, so I said the pitching's going crazy, man. It's nuts. That's why it's almost like the pivot the other way.
I guess, but like I've already pivoted. I don't have a starting pitcher. And to the right of me, well, all but one has a starting pitcher. I should start looking at like who to the right of me, what do they need? But they're pretty balanced.
Ben Ted makes a very observant comment. Ryan has some good meat on the bones in this one. He's learning. It's not a tofu draft this time around. That's good to see.
Yeah, Ben streamed the Beat the Bloom RotoWire Online Championship with me after 5 rounds. Asked him what he thought. He said, pretty good team, except for the meat of your offense. And so we called my team Tofu Bats.
So Spore takes Butler, then Yainer Diaz. I like what Spore is doing there. Very good stuff.
Yeah, I like that too. Nice balance, nice start, different positions. You like that? I really wanted I wanted Papa Pablo.
Yeah. Spore says blame DVR. He had DeGrom locked and loaded.
Okay.
And Ariel made a point about DeGrom that he's going later than the NFBC ADP in this draft. No, other than the overall, you get the counterintuitive because you have an IL spot here in labor. So DeGrom might not hurt you as much in theory in this format.
What? I'm not listening.
Yeah, just do your thing. You're 2 picks away as the yellow brick. There goes Iglesias. See, if you would have waited, you probably got burned. You probably got burned, right?
Yeah, I would have got burned, wouldn't I have?
Yeah, so you're welcome.
Would have got shut out of that elite. I could still take Helsley. Hunter Hurst Helsley.
There you go. Helsley already went. He went the third pick of this round. Yes, to Gino.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, damn. I'm feeling good.
You are? Okay. Well, let's see then. Zinke's not listening. So there goes Schwarbaum's. What are you feeling good about?
I'm not feeling good.
The Schwarbaum you were looking at?
No. Who am I looking at?
Yeah, this is murky waters now for you because all these pitchers went.
I know.
It's not your comfort zone. Me, I'd just be firing off.
This is my starting pitcher comfort zone, but usually it's like a Framber or Pablo Lopez.
And they're both gone.
So I'm going to go.
Yeah,
I have not taken this guy yet. It's weird in labor to take a first share of somebody.
Why not? YOLO.
I'll go Michael King.
Michael King. I love it. Love it.
And then there's 2 other starters I really like coming back. So I feel like I want to go starter 5-6. So we'll see.
And if you want to go heavy closers, I know you don't have to. I'm not saying it, but Dr. Doom makes a good point. You could throw Ryan Walker in there real quick, and you could pretty much line yourself up looking real pretty.
Walker would have to go to like 8th or 9th round for me to go to. I'm not going to in a fab league. I'm not going to in a draft and hold maybe, but in a fab league, I'm not going to go 2 closers there.
The chat's loving your King pick. Aaron Gifts, Ben Tidd, Adam Lee. They're all loving the pick, Ryan. So you're getting some love as much crap as we're going to give you tonight.
King me.
Okay, let's not get that suit on.
King me.
Michael C says King's better than Framber, Pablo, and
Creed. Man, this is the nicest the chat has ever been to me.
Evan Hastings, I love King there. Yeah, this is a new.
Good God, I'm not usually you guys are just destroying me.
Did you get them Uber Eats too while you're at it? Good Lord, come on.
Man. I didn't even get myself Uber Eats. It was DoorDash. I'm a DoorDasher.
I don't have anything. I live in a small rural town. We have to go get our own food. So yeah,
I'll text Pop. I'll get Pops to drop something off for you tomorrow.
Yeah, it's too bad it's tomorrow. It's too bad it's tomorrow morning.
I know.
I'm bummed about that. I'm bummed about that. He text me, say he's got an old, new, used is what he called it, RV that they're driving. I would have loved to have had a camera on in that RV when he drove it from east to Santa Barbara. That'd have been good.
Yeah, he took his Winnebago cross country to I-10, and then tomorrow they're driving up from Southern California up to Oregon, and they're going right past your town, but couldn't make it happen. Damn it! There's the first Dr. Roto.
Shota.
I wanted Shota coming back, but
there goes 2 more closers, by the way.
Who? Duran and Munoz?
Duran.
Yeah. Okay. I love Munoz.
Yes, you do. So you still looking starting pitcher, even though Shota went?
Yeah, I've got one more guy in mind, but I feel like Jenny's going to take him because Jenny hasn't taken a starter since Scooble.
Pair him with Scooble. That's probably not a bad move.
And I don't think Rudy's going to go. I mean, Rudy's got to get some meat on that offense bone, so I don't see him taking a pitcher. Dr. Roto may double tap.
Well, everyone's chanting for Ober right now. So that's who they want you
to
take.
That's shut up.
Who they want you. No, the whole chat. It's in the whole chat.
Is it? I'm not looking at the chat.
No, that's my job. Hey, you want to stream live? This is going to happen, buddy. This is how it goes.
We all know Dr. Roto is going to take Ober. This is an annual tradition. This guy.
I would have taken Ober. I like King a lot. I wouldn't have minded Ober then either.
Ooh, Schwelly instead. I like Schwelly. You like Schwelly.
Ober Schwelly combo would have been sweet. I love Schwelly. I like Ober more, but I like them both a lot this year. So yeah, I'm curious to see which one falls to you. I'm more curious actually to see which one Jenny takes from you. That's what I'm excited about.
What do you mean which one? Who's the other?
Well, I don't know what pitcher you are going to take.
Well, I want to take Ober. I don't really have a number 2. There's some Joe Ryan chatter in the chat. Has he pitched?
I'm not touching Joe Ryan.
I'm not ready to do it yet either.
He's supposed to be back here shortly, but I'm not investing in that right now. I'd rather take Ober or somebody else.
Yeah. Ober's who I want. We'll see. I made a and Jenny hit me with a no deal, but anyone who I mentioned in the stream, she's not allowed to take. She shot that down rather quickly.
Smart move. There goes over to Jenny. Boom.
Over, so.
There you go. There it is. Ryan, it's time to pivot. Oh, Martin in the chat says Sandy. There you go. That's an intriguing option, to say the least. Do not take Luis Castillo, please. But yeah, Jenny got you good there.
I figured she would. Jenny's a good player.
She's a very good player. All right, now I'm curious.
I'm probably going catcher, Wilson or Salvi. There's a drop after that.
Wilson.
I'm thinking Wilson.
6th
round Wilson seems.
But you mentioned the drop. We've talked about it before.
I know.
If you want an upper end catcher, you got to do it now.
I know.
Yes, I'm loving this team. Absolutely loving this team.
I wanted Bailey over Jenny. Good pick, Jenny.
The chat was saying Hunter Brown, then Ben's telling them all, no, don't do it.
Yeah,
so that's pretty
Ben
good.
hates Hunter Brown,
He hates him. He hates him. Nick Pollock doesn't like him. I talked to Eno about it on Saturday. Eno says, I don't have a good reason besides I believe in him, and I've seen it, and I know he can be better. That's what it came down to. So, like, Eno admitted he can't argue with the stuff that, like, Ben and Nick mentioned statistically around Brown. But even Spore likes Brown. I like Brown. I think there's another level to him. So we shall see.
So I wanted, going into that 5-6, I wanted 2 of King, Shota, Ober. I feel like no matter how I played it, it wasn't going to happen in hindsight.
Well, at least you got one of them. Positive thoughts.
Well, I knew I was getting one of them.
I'm just trying to be nice. Like, positive thoughts here, okay?
I knew I was getting one of them. So I forget who mentioned, but maybe it was Eric earlier in the chat to snag a little Ryan Walker.
Yes.
And that's what Tim McLeod did as his second reliever. So Tim
I like that.
Tim started Hader in the 3rd round, and then he's set Ryan Walker, who I know I feel like he's my top closer after that top tier.
The more I've dug into him between our show and other things, I feel like he has the potential to be a top 5 closer by the end of the season. I don't know if that's a bold statement by any means, but
no, I don't think so.
No, for what we saw at that, we talked about on the show from August 10th on, it was elite, like beyond elite stuff. So I like that a lot.
We have a early Bo Bichette sighting
on Zinke's team. Well,
Zinke.
Blame Canada.
Yeah. And then another interesting pick. Again, when I say interesting, it's not negative. Everyone knows what they're doing. Salvi's falling. We have a Cal Raleigh pick over Salvador Perez, which, I mean, Cal Raleigh is the premier power source at catcher. So Jeff needs power. He started with Gunner, sure, but then Duran, and then 3 pitchers. So he does need power, and he shored that up with Cal Raleigh at catcher. So I get it.
Yeah, no, and with Salvi, for me, I think we've talked about it on the show. I have not drafted him yet. I can't bring myself to draft him, and it just feels weird because I know he's so good. But you'd imagine Father Time eventually kicks in, so I'll take my chance elsewhere. Not like Wilson's young by any means, but I'll take my chances there. There goes Lou Bob.
I'm surprised at Salvi, though, unless I'm missing something. But no, he's there.
No, Salvi's still there. Yeah, he's dropping. I was agreeing with you. There goes Mark Vientos. So now you got oh my goodness, Judge, Riley, Rooker, Vientos. So
we can confidently say we can confidently say Gianella is at least semi-punting speed
and getting all of the potential home runs. Those are all 30+ home run bats. Like, that's insanely good.
That is team power.
And like you talked about, you can trade in this league. There's so many ways to go about it. So he can get a big lead in home runs, trade it off, do all that kind of stuff. So.
Gianelli could absolutely get a nice lead in by June, trade one of his many power bats for a speed guy. So and Yancey kind of mentioned this, forgot there's a whole world outside of the NFBC. And this is why I maybe a broken record at this point. This is why I love this league, is because it's my first non-NFBC world. Things are different. You got to kind of adjust to it.
Dr. Doom makes a good point on DVR's team. He started with Mason Miller, Jacob DeGrom, Tyler Glasnow. That is a high upside, high volatility injury risk team, which it's boom or bust, which I with IL spots, I guess you can see some positive impacts to that as well.
And there is something to be said in these industry leagues. There's nothing for, there's no cashing. It's everyone remembers who wins. And if you finish second,
oh, there goes Ben's favorite starting pitcher paired with Framber Valdez, one Hunter Brown. So he's off the board now. Yeah, between rounds 3 through 6, that is a ton of yellow, folks. Lots of yellow.
Yeah, I got some of it.
Yeah, you did. You did good.
I'm good. I don't know about how I feel about a Michael King SP1 without a high end SP2 behind him.
Oh, there's still guys out there you can get.
But we're gonna have to roll with it. We're gonna have to roll with it.
Yep. Nothing you do now.
Aaron Nola went a little early, at least compared to Bubba and the Bloom AAV. But I know our listeners don't listen to me when I say Aaron Nola is still in ceased.
I'm
clearly on an island. Yeah, I'm clearly on an island there. Like Aaron Nola was way down in the Bubba and the Bloom queue there, but whatever.
See, it pays to be loud and obnoxious like me, so that it just gets stuck in their head. That's the difference. There goes Christian Walker. You mentioned a couple rounds ago he was like the top on the AAV rankings, and he lasted a while with all those pitchers getting taken.
And look at that gap. And so in RT Sports, Orange is first base. Big gap after Alonso, who went late third round. Unless there's multi-position guys, I don't think so.
No.
Christian Walker was the next one to go. Wow, this room really does hate Salvador Perez. Will Smith just went at catcher over.
I would take Salvi over Will Smith, that's for sure. But I know we're not.
Who had a foot thing, but I think he's good, right?
He's expected back later this week in game action. Yes.
Michael's. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
I was say it was weird with Will Smith because early on he could only run on a non-gravity treadmill. I'm like, that just doesn't sound ideal by any means. But yes. What were you saying? Sorry.
Just calling out Michael C's comment that Pianowski's offense is sick at the number 1. He's got Witt, Devers, O'Neal Cruz, Marcelo Zuna, and Christian Walker. I do like that, dude. Depending how you feel about Devers, but that's pretty damn sexy team.
It's pretty good, pretty good. No closer, so he's not worried about it. Obviously, in this fab trade situation, and it's a standalone league, so you can kind of just shoot for middle of the pack. And
punt, you can punt saves. Not to say Scott Stewart's only his 7th round, but
there goes Salvi off the board.
There we go. Come on, people.
There's a pitcher
double tapped.
Yeah, there's a pitcher's name going around the chat that I would love to see you take to pair with Michael King.
Yeah, there we go.
But I don't know.
I hear you.
Yeah, I would.
There's a couple outfielders I like. Actually, there's a nice little pocket.
Yes, there is.
There's a lot of guys I like here.
Yep, it's a good area.
Seiya just went. I was eyeing him. So I'll just throw some names out here.
Oh man, Sport. I hate DVR so much. That snipe on me because he wanted Suzuki.
Yeah, Seiya in the 7th is pretty solid.
Oh, I'm saving this one.
And that sucks for Paul, right? That the pick before him. That's brutal.
That's happened to him twice. DeGrom the time before.
That's brutal. Yeah, in the league chat room, all caps Spore, Jesus DVR, stop.
So Spore pivots from Suzuki to Josh Naylor.
To Naylor.
Yeah, I'm curious. So you're leaning towards hitter now. It sounds like.
I think so. So there's Bubba Berger, there's Brian Reynolds, who I really like. Santander's there for some pop, but there are pitchers. There's your guy Freddie, Luis Castillo's hanging around.
No, it's not.
The aforementioned name in the chat.
Yep,
is probably
the best.
He's down there a little bit in the Bubba Bloom queue. There goes Luis Castillo. You don't like Luis Castillo.
No, I'm off of Luis Castillo. Call me stupid. That's fine. I am off.
Room is fading Joe Ryan hard compared to Bubba and the Bloom AAB. There goes Bybee.
There he goes. That was the name of the chat, because what Ben Tidd said is that Ryan could have used a Bybee when he opened his Celsius. That's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff there, Ben Tidd. Proud of you.
Ben. No,
Proud of you. That's I haven't really recorded too many podcasts with me. I've rubbed off on him.
That's bad.
Yeah. All right. So the pitchers I was more interested in, there goes Hoffman. So that's the first closer for Zinke. So that shows you the drop off we were talking about. Hoffman's good, but that's a massive drop off from that first round of closers. And Ryan's on the clock.
I'm
Way
on
to
the clock. Go pitcher or hitter. That's obvious. I could go one of the two.
I'd recommend one or the other. Yes.
Recommend one or the other.
If you go coach, you're in trouble.
I know you won't like this one, but I like him. So screw
Brian
you.
Reynolds-in. He's going Brian Reynolds-in, if that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
In 15s, it's fine. I'm not opposed to it in 5s.
The good oatmeal, as DVR calls him.
Britton Allen likes Jeff Erickson start here. Tucker, Acuna, Abrams, Altuve with Miller, Webb, and Castillo. Yeah, not too shabby at all.
Yeah, I like that a lot. A lot of power he just made up with those last 2 picks with Cal Raleigh and Santander. There goes Bubba Burger.
Great pick by Jenny Butler. I'm loving Jenny's team, by the way. Just
of course, yeah. I mean,
full of awesomeness over there. Without an outfielder, by the way.
Seager's the only move I wouldn't have made, but that's, I know both of us are anti-Seager, but I get it. Yeah. I get it.
That's one thing I'm looking at your roster, and obviously, oh no, you got Lindor. Never mind.
What, some speed?
There's a couple of rosters that don't have a shortstop, and we talk about that shortstop drop-off.
Shortstop cliff.
Yeah, and it's not the end of the world because you can build accordingly, obviously. Like, I know Sporer knows what he's doing, and all these guys do, but just it's something that I try to focus on in my draft, but not everybody is like me, obviously.
You know who's really falling that the room wanted me to take 2 rounds ago? Still Ryan. Still out there. Smart room.
Yeah, very smart room. Keep falling.
I don't want to see much yellow at this turn, by the way.
Callan likes Sporer start quite a bit. The start of Soto, Wheeler, Clase, Butler, Diaz, Freed, and Naylor. So good stuff there as well. Belly bombs on the turn.
Have you? There goes Joe Ryan. Here we go. Have you heard much on Sonny Gray?
No,
I have not.
He should be fine.
Should be fine. I don't know.
I haven't heard anything negative about him. He was throwing the other day.
And then you did hear something about him.
Oh, I thought you were referring.
Like, no, because I'm just worried he ended the season on the IL with a forearm.
Oh no, I thought there was something negative on him. I'm like, as far as I'm aware, he's going to be. Everything I've seen, he's going to be fine.
Okay, so he's an option.
Yeah, that's a good option for sure. Not a bad one at all.
I kind of have to go pitcher here. God, Justin Steele. It's a good pick by Dr. Roto. I got nervous when I see yellow.
I'm going to let my dog outside real quick. I'll be right back.
Good timing, dog. I don't get to have Bubba in my ear while I'm picking. Eric, yes, that's who I'm looking at. That's who I'm looking at, with maybe a backup of Sonny. And it's interesting that Spencer Strider is still on the board in an IL league. That's tempting too, honestly. It's normally something I do not do, and I probably still won't, but like we could be kicking ourselves there. Eric, there goes our guy. There goes Freddie Peralta.
Oh, dang it. I was hoping he'd fall. There goes Strider to Jenny.
Oh,
solid move, Jenny, in round 8.
So while you were gone, I was just talking. I was kind of debating Spencer Strider.
I like that at this point in the draft. Yes, Dr. Doom. Jenny is killing it as she always does in drafts. She is no fun to draft next to, let alone draft with, because she's sharp as heck.
8th round's a good time to take that shot.
Mm-hmm.
If Sonny Gray's hurt, I'll blame Bubba.
That's fine. I'm going to get blamed somewhere, so it's fine. Might as well be Sonny Gray.
I wanted Peralta, though. That'd have
been sweet.
And Eric, I'll blame Eric for that one. Through a Freddie Peralta. I don't know if Steinhorn's in the chat, but we'll blame Eric.
Based on the rest of his picks, I doubt it, but you never know. He did take Nola as well, so maybe he pays attention to what you're doing. We'll see.
Steinhorn?
Yeah.
I always root for Steinhorn in this league. I've told this story before, but this was maybe 3 or 4 years ago in LABR. Steinhorn had, going into the last week, I believe, and I'm not overstating this, Steinhorn had a 20-point lead in the league, to the point where there were emails going out congratulating Steinhorn on winning the league.
I don't like where this is going already.
He lost a 20-point lead in the last week of the season.
How
to
do
lose.
you do that?
It was like, I've never seen anything like that before. And he was really cool about it, gracious, but like, good God, that would get to me. So I always, if I don't win this league, I'm obviously rooting for myself, but if Steinhorn won the thing, I wouldn't be too angry about that one. That I've never seen that before.
Yeah, if I lost a 20-point lead a lead in a week, I might just take a break from fantasy for a while. Like that's
shut it down.
That's difficult to do. No, I'm a degenerate. I'll be drafting underdogs the next day.
Yeah,
but
shut up. Yeah,
I'll be on the first NFPC 50 or something that shows up in the lobby. But that I'd have to. You wouldn't want to be around me for a while, especially kids. You'd hear a lot of 4-letter words that should not be used.
I wouldn't want to podcast you with you that night.
No. That would not be good. Not at all.
I do have I don't know. I like Sonny Gray. I just have I've got a bad feeling about him.
Well, he's boring. Like, he's oatmealish. So there's nothing to be really excited about. But
just injury wise, I have a bad feeling about him.
Yeah, you never know there. But I the way I look at him, I'm thinking 165, 170 innings, good ratios, gonna keep you in games. Like, I like him a lot, but I get the concerns as well. There goes Royce Lewis. The mighty has fallen this draft season.
I'm kind of glad Jenny took Strider because, like I was saying when you were gone, that's one where you will kick yourself if you pass on an 8th round Spencer Strider when you can throw him on the IL and maybe get 5 months out of him.
Do you have your circled IL guys you're targeting throughout this draft?
No, I got to find that. I got to find that post in the Discord. Lucas hooked us up. He put a good summary of injured guys, but it's a little early, man.
Yes, no, I was just curious over the long term how you're looking at that. But yeah, so now you have 2 starters, you have a closer, a couple outfielders.
Yep.
It's starting to come together. I'm liking where things are. It goes Willie Adames fell quite a bit compared to usual. I'm not saying it's the wrong move, but fell quite a bit there. So that's
Giant Willie. In a vacuum, I like him over Volpe, who went a few picks before.
Yeah,
but
I would take Adames over Volpe. Yes,
team needs and that sort of thing. But no, I like in general. I feel my weak spot is starting pitching at this point. But that's going to happen when you wait till the 5th round to take your SP1 and don't take a second starter till the 8th round. So that's just going to have to be a priority for me. These next few rounds is just keep going.
You just got to learn like what I do. You just embrace it. And this is who I'm going to be, and my ratios are going to suck, and you're going to get made fun of for it, and that's just how it goes. Just go for strikeouts.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm being sarcastic because you guys make fun of my ratios all the time.
Projections say I need some bags.
Yeah,
projections say I need some bags.
That's why I liked the Law Dog earlier at that instead of but we're not there anymore.
Instead of who?
I think it was Teoscar. Yeah.
Nah, come on.
But you have plenty of options for steals coming up here. As Ben messaged earlier in the chat, rounds 10 through 14, there are a ton of stolen base options to choose from. You got some of those middle infielders we like, that pocket there. We got some 20 steal guys. Obviously, some outfielders will be coming your way. If you want to take a gamble on maybe a young guy out of Washington, that can be good.
Just got taken.
Oh, well, there you go. Never mind. Literally, as I'm speaking, that's pretty good.
You were saying that.
Dylan Cruz, I think, is going to make a gigantic leap this season. So that would have been a good one as well.
Who's creeping up?
Who?
Your boy, Mason Wynn. He's creeping up on the queue.
He's creeping up on the queue. He's creeping up in ADPs, and it's making me take more Peñas and Swansons. I like Mason Wynn, but the price tag's starting to get a little too rich for my blood.
All top 5 guys in the queue right now are, I don't want to say injury risk, but yeah, maybe Christian Yelich, Mike Trout, Grayson Rodriguez, Roki Sasaki, and Felix Bautista.
Wow, yeah.
Those are the top 5 by our listener league ADP.
The Yelich news that's coming out, he's taking batting practice now. He's expected to start playing in games either early March or the second week in March. So they're saying they're not concerned with him right now. But again, we'll see.
I'm interested if Yelich makes it back to me.
Yeah, I would be too. In round 9, with what you need, I'd be very interested.
Fits the speed, fits the pace for outfield. I want to have like 4 outfielders by 14th, 15th round type of thing before we get to Platoonville, which has been kind of, I mean, that was our big, I guess, finding. I don't know if it's a finding, whatever. Everyone's kind of saying it, but I do feel like outfield gets pretty rough. I forget the exact ADP, but like around where like a Mullins, McCarthy type is going. So I want to try and have 4 outfielders by around that time. So
I want to say it was like 160-ish, something like that, 170. Could be wrong, but somewhere in that range. I got ADP up right here. I can check for you. Outfield ADP. Victor Robles is 180. If you want to trust that. Cedric Mullins is 215, but there's a lot of non-steal guys around there. Like there's a lot of non-steal guys. Holy crikey! Yeah, you need to be like 180 or above, I'd say. At least ADP and FBC wise, obviously different than what you're drafting now.
And then I also have to think about when do I want to go back to that RP2?
Soon.
I've got, I don't know.
Maybe like within the next 3 rounds.
Yeah. What about a 9th round Felix Bautista?
No.
Man.
You go out. It's your team. Do what you wish.
You're brutal.
They flat out said today he's supposed to throw back-to-back live batting practices, and at least for the first month of the year, if not 2 months, he's going to be sharing a lot of the saving roles until they feel really confident with him. They're slow. That could change. That could all change, but they really want to slow play him.
Sounds like we're taking a quick break around 9:30 to get a couple serious interviews in. There goes Yelich to DVR. That was predictable.
He keeps just taking everybody. This is amazing. What a team, DVR. What a team. That is outstanding. We should get him on the show while they have a break for Sirius. Get him to hop on real quick to talk to us.
If DeGrom and Glasnow work out, it's a hell of a team. If those two don't.
Yeah, his bats are so solid, though, that I could see tons of goodness. You could spec on starting pitchers. You could trade. Like, there's lots of ways around that.
I guess.
Yeah.
God, I'm going to make a homer pick, aren't I? Jesus. Sasaki's falling. 9th round Sasaki? He just went. Spore just took him.
That's a good pick.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. He was falling quite a bit.
And these are the kind of drafts, like you already took your first share of King, you might as well pair him up with a Sasaki and see what happens. A little Saki bomb.
What, just piss it all away?
Hey. YOLO.
I guess.
Yeah.
This isn't a YOLO draft, man. This isn't YOLO. It's LABR.
It's a standalone, so you can try some things. They keep mentioning it like every round. Is it Sandy time? That's the question to be had. I kind of don't hate it right now, to be honest.
You're buying in though off of like 2 spring training innings.
I was buying them before that.
How often all draft season do we say don't look at 2 innings of spring training?
I was in before that.
I'm not saying you.
No, I'm like, I was already there. You go that, or you go with my boy out of Pittsburgh.
How's your boy out of? Oh yeah, I know who your boy is.
Yeah, we talked earlier. Remember?
An option probably doesn't make it back to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you could put him right here, and it's dicey. But
no, sorry, he would make it back to me in the 10th. I feel quite confident.
Okay.
Wouldn't make it back in the 11th. I think I know where I'm going.
All right, looking forward to it. Pitcher.
This is just quintessential Bloomfield pick. Jesus.
So it's vanilla, oatmeal, no toppings.
Yeah, just someone who like sucked last year. I was actually thinking Dominguez.
Oh, that's a phenomenal pick for someone that needs speed.
I wasn't gonna do it because I'm old and boring.
That's an awesome pick. That would have been. He would have helped you with your steal situation big time. Potential leadoff man in New York. That's a good pick. Fred Zinke.
I know, Bubba. I know.
Oh, I'm just giving the analysis what you think.
That was a good pick.
That's a great pick.
But I probably would take this guy anyway over Dominguez because I'm old.
Oh. Did not see that
You
one
like that
coming.
one? What do you
Did
mean you
not
don't see
see
that one
that
coming?
one
He's one of the top
coming.
guys. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't have the queue in front of me. I don't freaking know.
Didn't see that coming.
No, I
What's
did
his
not see that
ADP?
coming from you. That's yeah,
Dude,
for a bounce
I've had
back.
a Rosarena in a bunch of drafts.
Now I get the homer pick comment. Got you.
Dr. Doom likes it.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
But no, and that's probably one where if I'm gonna start being a different drafter, if Dominguez versus a Rosarena, that's just an interesting comparison of two guys on the opposite ends of the spectrum. Although Rosarena is not that old, man. He's fine.
There goes Ginny dipping into the RP2 column. So
okay, yeah, Trevor McGill. That's so
something else to think
RP2's.
of.
It's RP2 season.
Yep. Robert Suarez
And
already went.
noteworthy that again, Jenny takes McGill over Batista. Robert Suarez went over Batista.
Yep.
Adelise just went. Adelise and Randy Rosarena paired together again.
It's like peanut butter and jelly, folks.
Yeah.
You can take Bautista. Don't let me talk you off to him. I'm just concerned.
No, I know. I am concerned. It just feels like that kind of sucker pick where he falls in ADP. And I did it in WRF. I took him in the 7th round in WRF.
Yeah. So if you like him, go for it. Again, like I said, they could slow play him, and then you never know. It's rocking and rolling time.
Honestly, if I didn't take him in WRF, maybe I would here, but I don't want multiple Batistas. That could be bad.
That's fair. That could have a lot of damaging effect to multiple teams. Yes,
mental health and all the above. Yeah. So I'm probably looking at another start. You got to stay on the starting pitch, and there goes Batista.
Yeah, there you go.
So you just got to stay on starting pitching.
Rudy's taken Joe Ryan and Batista, two guys that just kept falling according to discussions.
Man, do you like looking like Rodon or Jared Jones?
Rodon was the guy I was going to mention earlier. I didn't know if you want me to say him out loud, but you know my thoughts on him, and I think I swayed you a little bit in that direction recently.
Yeah. And again, if it doesn't work out now, I've got a scapegoat.
Yeah, you can just literally just blame me for whatever you want. I'm cool. Don't bother me a bit.
Could go catcher 2. Tyler Stevenson's hanging around in the 10th round.
My dog.
Again, given that LABR is $100 fab league with $1 minimum bids, like streaming catchers, I don't think is as viable in LABR as it is in an NFBC format. Hoffman was taken, Michael.
Yeah, no, I could see catcher 2 here for that exact reason you mentioned, so you don't have to play that game. I fully support that.
Here's Tid with a nice compliment. I think Rodon's ERA might be too high for Ryan's staff.
Is that a compliment to you and a backhand one to me, or how did that just get? Did I just catch heat on this show? I'm not even drafting. Did that just happen?
ERA. We can't project ERA. We have no idea what ERA is.
Hastings with you on the catcher 2 conversation.
Get out of here with this ERA talk. Webb. See, there's a lot of pitchers I still like.
Yeah, do what you wish.
Or Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman would help me.
Yeah, you still need steals though. That's not the answer.
He stole 20 last year. Maybe not only steals. Hold on. Let me put a Rosarena.
You were complaining about steals a second ago.
Yeah, I took a Rosarena. I'm good.
Okay.
24 bags.
Okay.
We're back.
Okay.
Shit, I got to make a decision.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I don't know who to take here. There's boring old Ian Happ sitting there. Oh, Jenny Christ.
Jenny is just the stealth bomber in this
really
one.
Thinking about Stevenson.
Might be the last year Ryan streams this draft.
Just another nuke off the top rope from Butler.
That's amazing.
Amazing. It's not amazing.
Sarcastically amazing is what I'm saying, because Stevenson was a phenomenal pick for you right there, and that just went kaboom.
Yep. Thanks, Jenny. Appreciate that.
Yes, that is not ideal, family. So then where are you looking since you're on the clock and there's 20 seconds left?
What do you mean 20 seconds left?
That still shows 16, 15. So it shows us here. Maybe you made your pick, but it's not picking.
I don't love it, but we'll go Chapman. Chapman, I've got about even with the projections have him even with Bregman, Berger, Westberg. They're all gone, and third base starts to
get bad.
Third base starts to get bad.
That is true.
The thing with Chapman, I don't know how many bags to expect.
There goes a Eugenio 2 picks later, the Chapman clone.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little better about Chapman, to be honest.
Yes, it should actually. That is correct.
The one issue with doing what I just did, one of many, but potentially, is batting average kind of took a dive there with Arozarena and Chapman.
That back-to-back combination you just made.
That's a little tough. Yeah. It's a little tough.
You just nuked your batting average. Yes.
There's a mention in the draft room chat. Bubba and Blue made me scared of Felix Bautista. So
who said that?
That would be Gianella is listening to us as well.
So
what's up, Mike?
Nice. Yeah, I'm just going off the reporting. That's all I'm going off. Like I said, teams could be playing coy, but if you just watch the way they're working them, it makes kind of sense. Let's put it that way. And it makes sense to why they paid Kittredge like what $11 or $12 million. Yeah, that's the way I see it. So we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, Ben did say in time to target Luis Ariz.
Guy thinks he's funny. I mean, guy thinks he's freaking comedian.
If you pick Luis Ariz, I might have to leave the stream. Might just have to walk away.
I'm not taking Luis Ariz. Here we go. Here's Greg. Here's GP. Freeman might hit 330 again. That's what I like to see.
Oh man, no way. No way.
What no way? Freeman?
The 330 thing. Like he could hit 330. I think he gets closer to 300, which is still very good. Very good. But yeah, I don't think so.
So this is going to be a sweat for me coming back. I only have 2 starting pitchers. It's the 10th round. There are at least a handful of starting pitchers I like. Yeah. I just hope they don't all go. We've talked a bunch about them.
Yeah, there's a good blob sitting
there definitely is. And it may even be to the point where I double tap. And maybe one of those 2 pitchers is a reliever. Mm-hmm. But I think I need to. There goes Jared Jones. Of course, DVR.
That was who you should have taken with your last pick. Or instead of Arozarena. Love Jared Jones. So beautiful.
No, my picks were good too. Don't worry.
They were not bad, but Jared Jones is your SP3. Would have been pretty sweet.
Yep. It's a good pick for sure. It's a good pick. Yep.
I'm just looking at the. I'm just looking.
Can't have them all. Can't have them all in 15.
That's what I used to tell them in college. You can't have them all, guys. You can't have them all. So.
Can't go to every class.
You know, I'm looking at just NFBC ADPs for references, starting pitcher wise, and on NFBC ADP, Sandy's towards the top right now.
Yeah, he's certainly an option.
Yeah. So Scott says Tim McLeod got Flaherty, Sporer got Sasaki. Yeah, ironic, huh? Very ironic. Great pull on that one, to say the least. So,
good pull. And by the way, you know who's been hanging out as the number 1 guy in the queue based on Bubba and the Bloom listener leagues?
What catcher is it?
That's why you guys are so freaking biased. It's unbelievable. Catcher? It's Mason Wynn. LABR is properly devaluing Mason Wynn, and I am 100% here for it.
If anybody that listens to our show or this stream thinks I'm an annoying person, if Mason Wynn has a big year,
not going to be good for me.
Ryan is going to regret most intros, I think, to most episodes we are a part of.
It's not going to be good.
And let's just say First Pitch Live podcast, I'll have something for that.
Not going to be good. Yeah. A beer bet might turn into a keg if Mason Wynn. What I think it's Mason Wynn versus Bo Bichette.
Yes. Ben just said Mason Wynn will help that average, Ryan.
Yeah, unfortunately, he will. He's not wrong. No.
Not wrong. Go get him. Ben just throwing the haymakers over here. I love this. Ben's getting ready he's going to join me tomorrow night on my auction, so he's just getting prepped to fire back while I'm stressing out.
He's emptying the clip tonight on me. I would argue.
He's just getting warmed up now. He did that one OC with you. Now he's hanging out in here. He's getting comfortable. That's what this is called. But
big, very heavy hitter round that last round.
When's the break? I thought there was a break coming up.
10 minutes.
Oh, it's at 6:30. I thought it was a certain round. Sorry.
Punt. Joe says, or Adam says to punt batting average. I'm right at the target. I'm at 255. I'm right at the target. So again, you want to be a little bit ahead because this is the top half of your hitters that you've drafted, but I do need to. Yes, Eric agreed. Do need to shore up some batting average.
Well, Eric makes a great point. Yes, that's a good. That would be a good pick for you.
Yeah,
for sure. And apparently half the drafts basically lifts in the chat, so they all know this.
So it does nothing to not mention the name. Eric says Xander Bogaerts fits your team.
Yes. Oh, Pat, I might have to put you on timeout here. Pat just said Keaton Wynn is better than Mason Wynn. Pat, we may need to go sit in the corner for a little bit. That is not allowed. That kind of slander will not be tolerated on this show. I'm the only one that can downplay Aaron Nola and company. You cannot downplay Mason Wynn. No.
There goes Sandy, by the way. 11th round Sandy. I like that.
That's a great price tag. That's a really good price tag. I like that a lot.
Yeah, maybe I should have gone pitcher instead of Chappie, but whatever. I may not regret that later. Again, third base is kind of dead now, outside of the mascot.
Yeah, basically you got two mascots there. You got the guy that wants to be the mascot there. Yeah.
More listeners than our normal shows tonight. So the mascot originally is Luis Rengifo.
He's a bit
our mascot last year. Show mascot this year, it's Willie Castro. And basically mascot is the most valuable, like super multi-position guy. And then Michael Garcia is the off-brand mascot because he's only second and third, and he's not as good either.
But those guys are all sitting there available at third base, and you don't really want to start with them at third base. You can, but you really don't want. You got Ryan McMahon out there, Luis Ortiz out there, so there's options at third base. But I get what you're saying, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Let's see how batting average goes. But
if you don't care about batting average, Christopher Morel's out there too.
Sure.
Ryan Rarick says, Randy's not going to sink you as much as one projection may indicate. There's a year or two Seattle bounce back that's been observed with a number of players.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. Eric's just throwing out names, and I'm liking them.
DVR just takes Xander. Is DVR in this chat by chance? He's literally taking like everyone we've liked so far. He's very smart. I'm not saying, but it's just funny. He just goes straight down the wall.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Doom, he is still available. Yes.
There's a quick break after this round. Pause at the end of round 11. So just a heads up for anyone who wants to do whatever. Get some beers.
For us hanging out, how many rounds total is this? 30?
29 only.
29. Okay.
Six reserves, and again with unlimited IL, got some flexibility on reserves.
All right, Pete Crow Armstrong just went to Paul Sporer. Sporer must be having a toast with Uncle Ted. That's good. They can celebrate together. Let's see. So you're going pitching here. I'm imagining.
Everyone says I need batting average, so maybe I need to do that too.
There goes Luis Ariz, so there goes your batting average.
Eric, keep them coming, man. Honestly, this is fun.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm done dropping names. Sorry. No, you're good, man.
Keep them coming so I can roast Ryan when someone else takes them. There goes Mason Wynn.
There we go. Flowers.
Flowers.
He's not in Barf, is he? You didn't see him this weekend?
Not anymore. He's out. No.
Okay. All right, so Mason Wynn is off the board. I didn't have to. That would have been rough if I had to pick him.
There's Rodon. There's Kikuchi. There's a handful of some of the big targets.
Christopher Sanchez. We all know I like. So I got to go pitcher here. I can't go freaking this long with just two pitchers.
I agree.
One of them is old ass Sonny Gray.
Yeah, easy Turbo. He's younger than both of us. Easy.
Yeah. No.
Don't get too aggressive there. He's not Justin Verlander.
Jeremy
goes
Pena.
Jeremy
Am I going to
Pena.
get Rodon? I don't know. Fred's probably going to go pitcher because he started Reagan's Burns. So he'll probably take Rodon.
I was like, do you want to take your Dansby Swanson so you get your second shortstop?
Jesus.
Well, because it just went Win Pena. It's the move.
Win Pena. No. All right. He went Alec Boehm. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Rodon.
Yeah,
over
200K
Kikuchi
upside.
and yeah, I'll go Rodon.
I like that a lot. Sub 4 ERA into the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Not enough love given his direction.
Yep. We're good. We're good there.
Definitely.
And then coming back, I can go another starting pitcher if I want. I'll look at the reliever pool over the break. I'm going to run upstairs for just a minute. And then probably look at where I can get some of these batting average guys. It's almost mascot time, isn't it?
It is.
Jesus. I mean, he would fit my team. I don't have a second baseman.
The 2024 mascot, yes. It is his time.
Yes.
2025 goes a little later.
Not Slick Willie. Not
Slick Willie.
Not yet.
Giant Willie's been drafted. Slick Willie, not yet. So
King Willie is too. So.
King Willie, yes. King Willie is gone as well. So
and actually, Michael, great point. Gabby Moreno would boost the batting average as a C2. I have not ended up with Gabby Moreno on any teams, but that would
so would Kyber Ruiz.
That would fit the squad. Ruiz, yeah, kind of.
And maybe Alejandro Kirk. I like the Rengifo part though, because there's batting average, and if we believe in the power coming back with the speed,
I know that
really
might work.
Right there goes Tommy Edmonds. See, I like Rengifo right there.
Where is he in the freaking Bubba and the Bloom list?
He hid him from you. Do you need to learn how to type his name properly? Are we doing one of these?
There he is. He's creeping up there.
There goes Swanson. I told you, Win Pena Swanson. It's the tradition like any other.
Oh, okay. So you weren't saying for my team. He doesn't fit my team, Swanson.
I was saying if you want to take a second shortstop, because I know we talked about having a shortstop potentially. I said if you want him, you got to take him now because it's the pattern is happening.
The shortstop cliff has come.
Yes, it is gone.
It happened in this round with Xander, Wynn, Pena, Swanson, like you were just saying.
So. And it all started with Wynn. Just remember that, folks. It all started with Wynn.
It all started with Xander, who DVR is probably putting at second base.
With Wynn. All right, 2 picks before the break. We'll see where this one goes. Dr. Roto and then Rudy Gamble to defend. How much did Rudy win by last year?
I don't know. It was pretty dominant. He was up for it, like it wasn't close like there was no drama, I should say, at the end.
Nice.
So.
Very nice.
So we're saying it says how long? Maybe 5-10 minute break. I'm just gonna run upstairs and come back down. So I'll be back.
I'll keep you guys company while Ryan's gone. If you guys throw questions in the chat, we can chat about things and go from there while Ryan goes and changes his jeans or something, figures that out. Ben Tidd is saying Ryan should go Tyro and Otto Lopez. Wow, that is too bad. Yeah, that's an interesting strategy, Ben. You're going to sacrifice a lot there, but could fill in some gaps. That is true. Remember, this is not an overall competition; it's a standalone league. So technically, the way I look at it, if his worst category is batting average and he finishes like even 6th in the category, not the end of the world. You can work with that. Trades can take place. You probably can't trade for batting average as much, obviously, because as the season goes on, yada yada statistics. You guys are smarter than me in that regard, but it is tougher to do the ratios at that scenario. All right, so how are we feeling? Ryan's not here. We can let out the truth, folks. How are we feeling about his team? Goes Lindor, Freeman, Teoscar, Devin Williams, the greatest closer in the game right now, Michael King, Wilson Contreras, the older Contreras, Brian Reynolds, Sonny Gray, Randy Arozarena, Chapman, and Rodon. So how are we feeling, folks? Pasquantino has been drafted, Alan. He's gone. Alec Bohm has been drafted. Adam Lee, so he's gone. Join late. What did you guys have to say about Pat? He asked, what did we have to say about Teoscar? Ryan is huge on Teoscar, and I like him a lot too. Ryan's even higher than I am on Teoscar. We both like the 30 home runs. We like the run production that he's going to bring to the hitting in the middle of LA. I'm just skeptical on. He had 12 steals last year. He's had 12 steals twice in his career. Otherwise, it's 6 or less. So it's like, what do you want? So he's got a Teoscar and he's got a Chapman coming off career steals year. So that's kind of the only conundrum there, if anything at all. So there's that. Eric said Ryan's in third with 90 points at the break, according to Rotolabs. That's because he did not go pitching heavy. He followed the direction of a very wise person, and that's how things go in that scenario. Oh, Ryan's back. Sorry. Did you catch that?
Is the draft going?
Oh, apparently so. I thought it was freezing.
Glad I came back.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, good thing you came back.
Right. I was gonna.
And it's closer. The closers are going. Another Kenley Jansen.
All right. Caught off guard here.
Maybe it's freezing at 6:30, 9:30 Eastern.
They said at the end of the 11th round. Oh, okay. What the hell's going on? It was a tough scene. I got locked in my basement. I couldn't get upstairs.
That's even funnier. Eric says you're in third place behind Allen and Paul Sporer. So at this point of the draft, after 11 rounds.
Yeah.
10 rounds, 11 rounds.
Jenny.
Oh, my God. Jenny just took Rengifo. I can't wait to see how this season plays out because she is literally
absurd, man.
She's going full Star Wars Death Star on you. Just boom, 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 boom.
Jenny takes Rengifo.
This is amazing.
And she already has a shortstop and second base.
Well,
third base. No, she doesn't have a third baseman. My bad.
Well, Berger can play third.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What are you doing, Jenny?
And he's got Vladdy at first, so yes. Victor Robles is a great mention. Average, steals, another homer pick maybe. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Or just go Kikuchi and just get another great pitcher. Christopher Sanchez. Okay, there we go. That's one of his boys. So now you got 4 starting pitchers after round 12. You feeling better about that now?
No, I wanted Rengifo.
Well, yes, naturally. I get that, but we have to move on, unfortunately.
We have to move on.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we were picking. They said there was a break.
I wasn't even paying attention to the screen. I
wasn't either. Now they're saying, let's see. Let's break for 10 minutes at the end of the 12th round. We're in the 12th round.
So it's the end of this round. You get 10-minute break, apparently. Ben Tidd keeps mentioning Jarren Duran 2.0. Jurickson Profar's out there. That's another one. There's definitely options there in the outfield as you continue to go on. There goes Nick Pivetta.
Yeah,
and Seth Lugo. Pitching run is coming up again.
And so I need to now look at more freaking batting average guys. Oh, that was brutal. Here's a pitching run. Here goes Lodolo. Wow.
Lodolo, that one before Kikuchi. That surprises me a bit. I'm not saying it's wrong.
Yeah, I'll sign off on that.
I think Sporer or DVR is taking Kikuchi. That's just my guess right now.
The thing I basically have Sanchez Kikuchi next to each other. I've drafted a ton of Kikuchi, so let's mix things up a little bit here.
Fair enough. Not opposed to that one iota. Speaking of which, did you get your door unlocked, or are you still locked downstairs?
No, I banged on the door. My wife unlocked it, so we'll assume that my kids locked the door and not my wife, but.
Assume what you wish. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Ryan.
Got locked in the basement, and there's no restroom down here. So
you'll be utilizing the corner if you have to. All right, here we go. Spore, DVR. Does one of them take Kikuchi? That's where I'm leaning right now. Kikuchi time.
Send Jenny a little message in the.
I'll give you her phone number if you want to text her. You can go personal with it if you like. Yeah, because it's been Snipe Central for you on that one. I wonder if Spore went off for the break.
I've got Jenny on Thursday night. You mentioned at the top, Bubba, we're doing as part of HQ's first pitch online. I'm doing the labor recap. It's going to be with Jenny and Rudy and Tim McLeod. So
nice.
It's our squad. So I will have some pointed questions, perhaps,
for Jenny. It'll be an hour long. It'll be an hour long Jenny conversation.
Just a roast.
Hang out.
Just a roast.
And like I said, I'm doing the AL live draft on Friday. I believe Paul Sporer is leading the NL draft on Saturday. So
yeah,
if you want all those goodies there.
Paul and I believe Tristan Cockcroft. I think they're tag team in that one. So
yeah, like I said, everybody, I'll be with
stuff. That dude, you texted me earlier, but the lineup for first pitch online
it's loaded, man.
It's literally like 4 days of it's loaded.
I'm busy, but I will go back and check out some of those panels. There's some really, really good stuff to get you ready for the final month of draft season. Like I'm pretty pumped on some of those, especially I want to see what Cardi has to say about the new ballparks. That's interesting.
Yeah, he's got
stuff like that.
He's got a session there on the park changes.
There goes Nico Horner. Kodai Senga, that's a guy I'm starting to get a little more hyped on. It's like around 12 Kodai. With IL spots, I can get behind that pick a lot, actually. That's an intriguing option.
Just for me, a blind spot. I'm not taking him. I don't know. Probably to my detriment.
I mean, you never know. Never know. Shoulder injuries are nasty, so you could be on the okay there. With that.
All right, man. We're breaking out the
beer time.
No, we're breaking out the paper.
Paper. Yeah, boy. Hey, you guys. Anybody in the Discord, feel free to ask Andy Splinter. I showed him my printed out copy of my draft board from Saturday, and let's just say I'm not a liar. It was on brand. It was all my rankings on one sheet, so it's teeny tiny. It was awesome. So yes, it happened.
What? You printed out a draft board?
I put all my rankings onto one sheet.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
It's one piece of paper.
Yeah,
but it's teeny tiny to fit it all on one sheet. So yeah, it was impressive. On brand. That's the way I'll say it. So are we breaking now? Yeah, it froze. The timer froze. There we go. Austin Wells with the last pick.
Oh, now we're that's right. Now we're breaking. Austin Wells. Go ahead.
I was like, okay, get back to roasting the Ryan's team or praising Ryan's team, whatever you guys were doing before we kept drafting. Unless
it's
Ryan's
been,
got some thoughts.
I would say this has been the friendliest the chat has been all night.
Or
not all night. I don't know, I've been doing this 3-4 years with you.
Yeah, the friendliest was when you picked Michael King. They got pretty pumped on that one.
Yeah, check. Yeah. So it's funny in a draft. You always look back at who knows if they're good or bad picks. You look back at the bad stuff.
Yes.
And again, this is mostly going to be a Jenny roast, but having Bailey Ober get taken one pick ahead of me in the 6th round was rough. Had to pivot to Wilson, fine pivot. The Tyler Stevenson then in round 10 was kind of rough, but not the worst. The Rengifo one in round 12 was straight to the heart.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That was a kill shot.
But yeah, as TDK in the chat, who TDK, by the way, shout out to TDK 90. He solo streamed last night his Bubba in the Bloom auction with some pretty wild spreadsheets and showed the draft room and everything. So shout out to TDK for doing that last night. It was a really good stream.
Yes, that was big ups there. He had like 7 different sheets going on there. And boy, it was rocking and rolling. So impressive stuff there.
What do you think I need? Critique.
Oh wow! You need steals. I'm still not sold on steals yet.
On
steals. You need steals. We'll start there. I would get aggressive on a catcher too, unless you just want to play the project
No, I've got Kieber. I've got Kieber Ruiz kind of lined up here. He's written down, but
catchers and reliever, reliever too, unless you want to play that game later. Those
nope,
would be my top
I'm looking
2 priorities.
at I've got Kieber and some couple RP2s lined
once
up.
you lock those in, then it's just you don't have to speculate later. You can just go full willy-nilly on your other positions. And I'd get aggressive on outfield real quick.
What are you talking about?
Because
I got 3. I'm good.
It starts to get nastier in the draft room, not according to your team, but you start getting more and more platoon situations. That's my point there.
Yeah,
so
I'm good just getting 1 more, and then I'll play that game with my 5th. I don't like playing that game with 2 outfield spots, but with 1, I think I can do it.
Yeah, so relief pitcher 2, catcher 2, and then I would get at least 1 more outfielder. Those would be like my next 3 picks, I think.
So the problem with catcher 2, and I agree with you from a position standpoint, the problem with catcher 2 is I do need batting average and steals. And I'm not going to get that from a catcher 2.
Yeah.
So that's 15-team league. You're not going to be able to plug every hole. It's just that's the kind of thing I'm thinking about. How do I manage that? Again,
that's where King William comes into play for sure.
Having Luis Rengifo would have patched that up nicely.
There's plenty of steals elsewhere in the draft still. I wouldn't go too crazy there. Like both, the 2025 mascot and the off-brand mascot can run a ton for you if you need to go that direction. Not saying you do, but that is an option. It depends on what your thoughts are on a Cedric Mullins. He's got tons of deals. Victor Robles is still out there, I believe.
Yeah,
that's a very good target as well.
But batting average, though, Cedric Mullins batting average. I don't know. This is what they say where
you gotta get average early.
Yep, because it is tough to make up. It is tough to make up.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through just the NFBC, trying to look at guys. You could take that one IL guy we did like and stash him if you believe in his shoulder situation. That could be one to look
Neto.
at.
Yeah.
Neto would be one that could potentially bring you returns starting
Durant
in May.
2.0.
Yeah. You got that going for you. But yeah, you could do Geloff, but that's a massive hit to everything else. I know. I clarified it real quick. Just throwing it out there. If we're just talking speed, but he kills you pretty much everywhere else.
What about my guy Andres? I love that guy.
No, Andres is there too. There's a couple
Andres
other
is fine.
later.
I need second base.
Yeah, there's a couple other ones that I don't mind. Like there's Tyler Fitzgerald, but I think that's a bad move too.
No, not
but again, like Evan Carter. Do you believe in Evan Carter? That could be interesting.
I do not believe in Evan Carter.
So there you go. That answers that question. Like Trevor Story crushes you, but he got tons of speed.
We are going to, let's see, back around 9:45. So 5 minutes. We will kick this thing back up.
It's Tyro Estrada back in Colorado.
Yeah. Again, not now, but later.
But yes. Eric just mentioned a player that I like a lot, and Garrett Mitchell. That's another one. So
he who will not be ranked.
Yeah, he will not be ranked. That's how much Ryan does like him.
Yeah, honestly, it's a running bit. So on our Bubba in the Bloom rankings as part of the Patreon, I forgot to rank a bunch of guys on the first pass. I patched it all up, but forgot again to rank Garrett Mitchell in the outfield. Glass T Cat, get out of here with that.
Left-handed bat. There we go. Well played. Well played. Well played. I like that.
Get out of here with that. Yeah, I've got some names written down on the old. This is my auction sheet from the other night. It's all crippled up.
I'm proud of you. Jimmy D says, I thought you'd be a Fitzgerald guy. I like Fitzgerald, but I am prepared for massive regression, is all I'm saying. He's not a 280 hitter. There's a ton of swing and miss there. And if he's not on base that much, it's going to obviously affect other things. Marco Luciano's still around, having a good spring once again. They want to see what they have out of him. There's a lot of moving parts in San Francisco. Fitzgerald plays second base. He could be great. I hope he's great. I'm just not all in type deal. Michael Cicchini wrote an article earlier in his Substack, I believe his Substack, if not Rotoballer, wrote about the next Zach Geloff, Tyler Fitzgerald. That makes a ton of sense. Makes a lot of sense. So just something to be cautious about. I'll comment on this real quick. Eric said how do you pronounce it again?
I think it's Husong Kim.
That's
how they pronounced it on the first spring training Dodgers broadcast. They said the Y is silent. So.
Okay, well, I want to mention this because today the Dodgers said there's a good chance that Husong Kim starts out in AAA as he continues to get accustomed to the big league baseball, not to mention he has options, whereas so many other players on the roster do not. So keep that in mind as well.
By the way, I just texted this to Bubba, but shout out to you guys we're an hour 43 in, and we've got at least what we're looking at almost 100 of you all hanging out watching me draft and Bubba roast me on a Tuesday night.
I've been pretty gentle.
You've been you've been I don't know
really
what's wrong with you tonight. You've been pretty nice.
Because you're drafting a team like I would draft. You're not going pitcher heavy.
Yeah, like high ass whip, needs batting average, all these things that Bubba likes to do. Okay. But no, I speak for Bubba. It's pretty cool to have so many of you hanging out with us tonight doing this. So thank you.
And if just throw this shameless plug out, if you like this and you like auctions, I'll be streaming my auction listener league draft on Wednesday night. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on this same YouTube channel. So keep that in mind as well.
And if you really, we'll start in another minute. If you do like what we do, if you like what we're putting out, we do have that link at the Patreon at the bottom. I know a bunch of people in the chat are already Patreon subscribers. We thank you guys. We try and make it worth your while with the Bubba's writing that he's putting together, daily notes. We're doing rankings, bonus shows. I've got some draft tracker tools and all that kind of stuff. So we're almost to 200 paid patrons, which is freaking amazing.
Insane.
So thank you all for that as well. It's pretty cool how this has taken off for both of us.
Yep, it's pretty darn awesome. That keeps us going and keeps us getting ideas out there. That's why we're going to Vegas this year to bring you guys more stuff. There's a whole lot of ideas we have that it's all because of you guys. So thank you very much. Thank you on that. Mark Jordan, yeah.
About Eric. Any interest in Connor Norby? I'm a Connor Norby guy.
I like Norby as well.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I like Norby.
I like him.
Yeah, and he's second base, third base in most formats. So you have that going as well. Mark Jordan says the Butler did it with a sniper rifle in the labor room. Yes, a little clue reference there, folks. That's outstanding. Mark Jordan's coming with some good ones. I'm liking these kind of puns / phrases. Pretty fun stuff. Yeah, Adam says streaming an auction is next level dedication, especially 4 hours. Yes. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I streaming an auction. This is coming off of it because I stream mine on Friday night. Coming off of this is cake. Compared to an auction.
It's cake helping you out compared to helping you on the auction, because when at least Ryan can interact with me during this in the auction, he's just so focused on his deal. It was bad. Yeah. Okay, Spore wants to hear it. Can I get the sales pitch on Norby putting aside the dreadful lineup? What's the sell on his skills profile?
Yeah, so for me, there's swing and miss there. There were some holes exposed in his rookie season. For me, I think the power is legit. He runs a little bit. I'm making the case that the awful lineup might actually be a good thing for Connor Norby. He hit second regularly towards the end of last season. If that continues, the playing time floor for Connor Norby, if he hits near the top of the Marlins order with that power speed, I think is good. And you never know. In year two, there's a chance that the contact skills get a little bit better. So that's my pitch. He's pretty cheap too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page where he's young. He's 24, hit close to 250 with the Marlins. When we started playing every day, hit second, like you said, second or third every day. Tremaine scored 29 runs over that stretch. He's a run producer, 7 home runs. There was a stretch where he was on base. Or he had a hit streak of 18 out of 20 games or something crazy like that. That was very impressive. But just going through his game logs. Yeah, the K rate at 32% is not ideal, but a 445 slug is awesome. A near 200 ISO is sweet. He had a 108 WRC plus, which is just above league average, but where you're drafting them, tons of league average players there. So it's take the upside at 24. I preach to Ryan, I like to take the upside later in drafts as much as possible.
And since we were the flip side, right? We were just talking about this year's Zach Geloff. That's also within the range of outcomes for Connor Norby. It's just if that happens, sure, Norby's cheap enough. It's whatever. We're good. I don't mind.
For sure. Yep. And it's the old saying that people probably hate is where you're going to draft him. He's an easy drop if things don't go well. But that second base, third base eligibility with potential upside that late, especially in a 15-teamer, I'll take that chance.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think we're supposed to start a couple minutes ago. Oh, Rudy is on air with Sirius XM. We can talk and draft at the same time, people. Yep. Come on. No, I get it.
Yep.
I did have to decline Sirius's. I was like, yeah, I'm doing my own pod. I'm gonna go on with Erickson tomorrow morning, 9:00 our time. Talk some later with him on Sirius.
Who's hosting Sirius right now? Do we know?
Ray Flowers is. I don't know if he's hosting it, but he's on the broadcast and drafting. Usually it's one of Colton and the Wolfman.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Are hosting too. So
I should message them and go, let me get on. I'll tell you how it's going. I'm watching it from the bird's eye view over here.
Here we go. Spore agreed. Rudy, we're 15 picks away from Rudy's pick. Let's go.
Yep. I'm with you guys. Don't tell me twice.
Yeah.
Hopefully get rolling here pretty soon. I got another podcast at 9. Not kidding either, but I could always move that timing around. It's not that big a deal. That's a flexible one.
Podcast after this.
Yeah, I might have two.
And you did
actually.
one this morning too, right? You did Mason's
Mason this morning.
Giants preview.
Yep, that was good. That was good catching up with Mason. Long time no see, as I saw him on Saturday at the rec room for a little bit before he had to bounce early. So, yeah, good times. Good times, of course.
We are back. Draft has resumed. Pianowski is on the clock.
Thanks for the kind words, Spore. I appreciate it. It's a labor of love, as they say. So thank you. But all right, let's do this dance. Are we still so to recap for anybody that might have ducked out for a few minutes? We're focusing on RP2, catcher 2, outfielder 4. That's kind of the main focus, but Ryan can always throw a curveball because someone's going to snipe him on the way there.
Oh, dude, I've got 4 or 5 names written down that I'm totally cool with in round 13, but
there goes Kikuchi right out the gate.
Expecting that to get decimated. There goes Kikuchi right out the gate.
Right out the gate.
That's fine. I mean, I just took 2 starters. So
yeah, you had your chance. If you wanted them, it was going to be.
Oh yeah. No, that's
yeah.
That's fine and a good pick. There goes Zach Neto. So there's one to cross off. Granted, I don't know if I would have gone with him, but in an IL league, Zach Neto is very interesting. And actually, so let's revisit Gianella, because we said with Gianella's start of Judge, Riley, Rooker, Vientos. Oh, he's Bangaliers. Oh, he's going to punt stolen bases.
Nope.
Just came back with Nico and Zach Neto. So that was not the plan.
Cruz no, that's still not wrong team. Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, Dylan Cruz. Yep.
Wrong team.
There goes an RP2.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah,
I'm still not totally sold on Bednar. That he hasn't been given the blessing by Pittsburgh yet, but I think
the biggest thing I would say about Bednar, and when I talked to Dan on the Pirates preview, it makes a ton of sense. There's no one there to take it over. Last year they signed Chapman and other guys. It's like that they can find someone if they really want to get rid of them, but there's not like a clear path like there was last year.
Yeah. The thing with Bednar, though, and again, at 13th round, find RP2, is he needs to have the job and he needs to rebound. Like, he was actually like horrendous last year. So he needs to both get the job and the skills need to rebound. Both can definitely happen. Yes. And in the 13th round, that's okay. But it's not like, even if Bednar gets the role, I'm not totally convinced he's out of the woods. But
yeah,
Humble Bumble's in here. Go Ducks.
There you go.
Okay, relievers. RP2 time.
It's happening, folks.
Fairbanks,
it's
Bednar.
Happening. You better buckle up, Bloomfield. This could be a bumpy ride for the next 5
Tell you, man, I texted you my target. I'm not doing this one. Means business. I don't normally do that, but I texted you who I want.
Yep,
here.
I know who you want.
You nodded your head, so I think.
Oh, I agree with it. I 100%.
You're on board.
I'll wait till it's done. I'm not going to mention it, but
I think you're on board. But we'll see.
100%, 100% on board. And I mentioned my thoughts on him earlier today. So yes. Let's hope it happens. There goes Toblia. That's a good color you want to see right now. Anything not yellow feels good.
Back to Bednar. Did sustain, his normal velo, which gives me some hope. Also, rumors was he was tipping pitches. So, yep. Rob, thank you. Hope all is well. Thanks for signing up too. Just saw that. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. 1 pick away. Sinky going to steal my dude. He needs an RP2.
He very well could. Zinky he's sharp too. Well, they're all sharp in this room. That's not fair to say.
They're all
sharp. There goes Gabby Moreno. So
think I should go
Nemo, dude, do it. Get your guy right
so.
Now. Don't mess around. Do not mess around.
And so actually it's funny. So in the Discord, we post all the news and whatnot. And I posted and I was like, where do we put Finnegan? And you said right next to
Kenley Jansen. So when I saw Kenley go last round, I was like, do I do Finnegan now? But I waited around and we'll do it. I like it. Yeah, because let me pull up my rankings right now because I'm going to adjust my rankings this weekend to get them up to date again. And where are there? They are. Sounds like, by the way, while you're pulling that up, sounds like Spore just got sniped again by DVR. With DVR took Ryan Pepio. Spore pivoted to Fairbanks. Spore, if that's wrong, let me know. But Spore is not happy in the draft chat. So yeah, I have Kenley 13th in my rankings. So I'd have Finnegan up in that world of Trevor McGill, Kenley, Jordan Romano, that area. I think that's a
and some of those like Romano's around. Sport suggested Estevez or Romano. Yeah, like this is around that range. And trust me, Finnegan's not a great pitcher, but like the leash, man.
There's really like I'm not worried about Jorge Lopez. I'm sorry. So like that's just my world with him. I think Finnegan, they brought him back. They trusted him last year. They didn't keep him because they want to pay him. Well, they paid him less and bring him back. Like they're gonna roll them.
And I'm assuming no ill will. I'm also assuming he goes right back into the ninth. I mean, I think that's
we're all speculating, obviously, but
no, I mean, I think that's gonna happen.
It should be the case.
Yeah, this is a role, not skills pick. Bloom agreed, but reliever, it's not draft skills, not role for reliever. You need to have
the role. You need the role.
That's the one position where I pivot.
Yeah, so we'll see, but I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Again, I will still probably be specking on an RP3 just in case. But
then, by the way, Jenny took Meadows.
I trust me. Trust me. I saw freaking Jenny take Parker Meadows. So that's good.
That was pretty solid right there. Pretty solid on Jenny. Like that team literally is everybody we talk about outside of Seager. It is awesome.
All right. Feeling well. Shit, never mind. I'll shut up. Got two guys I'd really like to take.
Yeah, so Jenny can take them
4 picks away. Jenny can't take one of them.
She can do whatever she wants.
Well, she can. True.
She can do whatever she wants right now.
Probably will.
This isn't an auction where you have to fill your starting lineup first. She can do whatever she pleases right now.
Yeah, well, Rudy took care of it anyway. I was going to take Andres Jimenez.
Yeah, that'd have been a good one for you. That would have been real nice. But you needed to take Finnegan where you took him. So that's because otherwise you might have been stuck with Estevez or something. I might have missed it. Is Tanner Scott still out there?
No.
I think he had to.
I think he was taken a little while ago.
But I'm missing his name. Oh, there he is right in the middle. He went to Erickson. Round 10. My bad. Yeah, I missed that one, but that would have shocked me if he was still around.
2 picks away. Steinhorn's up. Matt Shaw just went. I like
How's
that.
Matt Shaw shortstop?
That's just probably a color thing.
Yeah.
He's not.
No. All right. So catcher 2, outfield 4, middle infield. It seems since you like Jimenez, an angle at least.
Catcher 2 or outfield that helps my categories is what I'm eyeing here.
Scott.
And since Jenny's up, it's Kiva Ruiz or I may get my first Victor Robles share.
Both would help you a lot. And there goes Eflin. She didn't do either one, so now you have to decide. I would personally go Kieber, but that's just me.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to play the catcher's game.
I know.
But Robles is really good here for your team.
I know.
Really good for your team here. Go Robles. Go Robles. You can get a catcher later if you miss on Ruiz.
You think?
I'm here to help you.
All right, catcher man.
Yep. Go Robles.
Zach Eflin's headshot in the draft room is him. Looks like with a tie on. So.
Oh, it's like the NFPC all over again. We have old weird shots. Tell me if Ryan Nelson has a Ducks hat on.
Yeah, that's right. Robles, you're buying. I'm buying in. God, I'm Team Mariners. Good Christ, that's not good.
Homer.
Robles, batting average projection by Steamer in the Bat X is 245.
Yeah, I've noticed that. A big difference.
That actually hurt my batting average taking Victor Robles, but I think
he's more like a 270 plus.
I think with the changes he made to his swing second half, it clicked with the Mariners.
100%.
I'll lead off, get a ton of plate appearances. I'm good. Yeah, I needed steals. I'm good with that. And he's not a 0 in power. Like, what was the barrel rate for Robles last year? It was.
I'll let you know.
6%. 6%. So not nothing.
No, and that's an improvement from the past. So like you mentioned the changes he made. He led off, hit over 300 with the Mariners. He could score a ton of runs because as much as we clown on their offense, you still have Randy, you still have Raleigh, you still have options there. So
Julio.
Yeah, J-Rod. So the top half of the lineup should still be pretty strong.
I mean, now there is a floor where Victor Robles is unrosterable, which he's been his entire career.
Yeah, DVR, I'll let you know all about that.
Yeah. Hell, DVR might have taken Robles.
It would have.
I don't know. I think he's
No, he only has 2
he's
outfielders. He might have.
He's done.
He needs outfielders pretty bad. Well, ask Sport. Sport, would you have taken Robles? Because then we'll know if DVR would.
Yeah, exactly.
You got that going for you.
We have our conduit into DVR here
Yes.
with Sport in the chat.
DVR is using AI to infiltrate Sporter's computer right now to figure out how to do this. Yes.
It's kind of like Robles.
Yes, this will be. I'm really curious to see what falls to you next, because, like, and then to your point earlier about taking Chapman, look, right now you have Paredes, Michael, and Josh Young go.
Rich, yeah,
Like,
Paredes
I
might be
wouldn't
fine,
mind.
but like Chapman's I think quite a bit better.
No, he is, but that's why I was just kind of like testifying to your thought process back then.
Yeah,
I
mean, I also took him 4 rounds ago, so there is.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice again, but here we are. Okay, let's see what DVR does. I'm guessing outfielder, so we'll see. That Robles pick was probably one that he might text you about, being partners in on a team and everything
In the XFL.
XFL, yes, that league.
We've got that one coming up. Supplemental draft XFL March 9th.
You're busy.
I'm like half as busy as you. That's saying something.
Yeah,
I can't believe I forgot you're doing a pod after this. Jeez.
You're busy drafting, though. There's a big difference.
Brandon Loudespore, second base. I can dig that
in that new ballpark, baby.
That new park. Those lefty Rays. I'm quite fascinated to see how those guys do.
Yeah, there's some definite potential there.
And he might have got DVR back, because DVR just took all the way down and took the same position. You might have sniped DVR.
Or needs to feel pretty pumped on that, I have a feeling.
Side note, it is funny. So Geloff just got taken. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. RT Sports gives the Athletics the old LV abbreviation.
That's not right. That is so wrong.
That's tough.
I am not ready for that.
That's tough.
That's inappropriate.
Zach Geloff, LV.
That needs to be. Someone needs to contact support immediately. That is wrong. Just gonna throw that out there. But
wow, Scott Winhold with a deep cut.
Yes,
I forgot about this, but yeah, Sport took like all Cardinals either last year or a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. All Cardinal strategy, which probably good at the time, but as in hindsight, we all know the Cardinals did last year.
Arenado, I just got taken. Yeah, there he goes. I was gonna say he's still out there at third base, but not anymore. There goes Sed. Man, Sed, like, projections, power, speed, okay average, but then does he play? We say that every year. He played this last year, so we'll see.
Mullins, I like him there. I do.
Yeah. So
I like Mullins there.
Yeah, outfield 4 or 5. If it breaks apart, you can move on. There's definitely massive upside there. And I mean, just so anyone knows, on the Giants show, Mason managed to plug Mullins.
Okay. Sure. How? Like, how did that potential trade target? Or
we were talking about an outfielder and he comped him or something. I'm just like laughing, going, "Yep." So that's probably what people think about me when I mention a catcher. That's fair enough. Fair game. You win. That's pretty good. Yeah, I respected it. All right.
Yeah, Ryan. I respect it. But no, I do. Generally, I like 14th round for what I think will be a platoon, or maybe even one as a platoon guy. It's tough, but I think Mullins makes up for it enough. I think leads off against righties and has the power speed to go there. A lot of bats that round. Only 4 pitchers: Urseg, Clark Schmidt, Shane Boz, and Zach Eflin.
So it still leaves.
Eflin was not on my radar, but looking back for Jenny, that's a good pick, because she hasn't taken a starter since Strider in the 8th, but again, did start with Scooble. So
Eflin's an interesting one, because it feels like last year we talked about him a lot, and I just kind of haven't even been picking him this year. I don't know what changed as much. Maybe he's going to Tampa. He's going to make these changes when he gets traded to Baltimore. We're like, peace out. I don't know, but he's still a very good floor. He's kind of a cheaper Sonny Gray in a weird way. But yeah, I've just pretty much been out on him, weirdly enough.
Getting to the bottom. Slick Willie just went. Mascot just went. Mascot alert.
Saw that. Slick Willie. So Slick Willie went after the wannabe mascot. That's pretty rough.
Is that right? Yeah. Michael Garcia went?
Yeah, well, last round next to Paredes, right? Am I seeing things?
Oh, yeah, he's brown. That's right. He's brown in the sheet.
Third base.
Yeah. I don't know. Rengifo will always be our.
Yes,
will
he's always the mascot
mascot
through and through. There's no changing that ever.
There's your guy.
It's where always annoying when Willie Castro goes because you have to cross him off 50 positions. That is correct. Right, Elliot Bubba. Ramos. There you go. There you go. Went a couple rounds after Colton Cowser. That's the way to do it, folks.
How great would it be if well, we'll let Spore pick first.
What if DVR snipes Spore again?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I was gonna say, where were you gonna go with that?
If whatever, if Keeper Ruiz makes it all the way back to me.
Oh, that'd be outstanding.
That'd be a coup, but we'll see. I don't know. There are a lot of different catcher 2 strategies out there. We are of the opinion that we're like, we want to get there, but
we can also adjust is the key to this conversation.
I guess.
Yeah, I got a couple options if you want to dance with the devil a little bit.
Well, we'll pull out the little legal notepad of catcher names.
I just went to my rankings. We're good. But yeah, I'm all good there.
Adam in the chat is very pro Joey Bart breakout, which is certainly an option if I want to go even later. I don't know. Actually, you don't even know Joey Bart's ADP, but
with your $100 budget, he just scares me more because you will have to fill up the spot for him at some point in time.
That's what I'm a little
like. If you're cool filling a spot for catcher at some point, I would just wait and take Danny Jansen personally.
Sure.
Why he's healthy.
Yeah.
That's my theory. Like, I'd rather have Jansen over Bart if you're cool playing that game. But that's not the name I was going to give you if Ruiz doesn't fall. Let's put it that way. And we'll see what Spore is going to do. He's got 20 seconds left to burn us down.
Needs a C2. Got Yiner in the 5th, which I like. Yeah. Yiner in the 5th is pretty solid.
DVR Soler just adding more thump to that team. That's glorious. Still can't believe he has J-Ram, Harper, Contreras start. That is just stuff dreams are made of right there. That is beautiful. Absolutely, frame that DVR.
Oh, nice. Spore goes Lourdes. I always got a soft spot for Lourdes.
Yeah, that's one of your boys. Definitely
again,
one of your boys.
We're seeing this with, sorry to cut you off, we're seeing this with this outfield cliff that we've been talking about. There are not many more good, regular, everyday outfielders that are available. Like Elliot Ramos just went, Lourdes, and Springer, who I still consider to be a decent everyday outfielder, but
Jeffers just went ahead.
I'm a little nervous with that purple.
Whew. I think you got to take Caber here if Zinke doesn't get you.
Come on down. Come on, Zinke.
Zinke needs a catcher too.
I know.
I agree with what Eric's saying in the chat, though. It's getting close to Mitchell time if you're a Mitchell believer. I did like Ben Tidd.
Sell me on Mitchell.
I'll wait till you make this next pick. Ben Tidd did say Lourdes is similar to Elliot Ramos. I agree with that. He's actually proven it more than Ramos. So that's fair.
Yes,
that's very fair.
Has.
Oh, Fott. That's a great picture this late. My goodness, that's beautiful. Chef's kiss on that one. That is real nice. Real nice. There goes Kyber. Okay, so for Garrett Mitchell, batting average could be a concern. There was some swing and miss there, but this is a guy that's got some legit power and speed, like 2020 potential later in the draft. It's just been a health thing with him. The Brewers want to hit him in the middle of the order and play center field every day. That shines very well for me on that lineup. So
you think he plays every day? You think
they want him to play every day? Yes.
Maybe I just have this incorrect perception of Milwaukee's outfield. That's probably a relic from last year that like there were just so many options that they didn't. I don't know. They didn't really stick with crew. But
Mitchell was hurt for the start of the year because he got hit in the hand in spring training. So that derailed everything. But Churio will start every day. Yelich will likely DH. Mitchell in center. And then you got Frelick platooning with maybe Mark Canha because right now Perkins is out for like 6 weeks. Like they don't have a lot of options right now in the outfield unless some goofy guys get in there.
Jesus
Sanchez is a nice one as well. But if you want speed, you go Garrett Mitchell. Just my 2 cents on that. I'd be
Guys are crazy, man. Yeah, Garrett Mitchell with his projected 231 batting average. That'll help.
Yeah, this is where you have your problem with young players, Ryan. Here we go. Most projection sites do not like
Dude,
players.
Seriously, look at my bats. I don't think I have anybody under 30 years old.
That's amazing.
Lindor, Freeman, Teoscar, Wilson, Brian Reynolds. He might be, I don't know, Randy Rosarena, Chapman.
Rosarena, Robles, and Ruiz are like high 20s, I think. So you got that going for you.
For the next few rounds, I'm going to cover our little Patreon slug just to extend as much as we can the team names with the picks for you all.
There goes AJ Puck. So AJ Puck, I believe, went before Justin Martinez in this draft.
I have not seen Martinez go.
Yeah, so that's an interesting pick there from Dr. Roto. I've waxed poetically about my love for AJ Puck in drafts. I think Martinez is the main closer, but Puck's the better reliever, the fireman in that bullpen. Don't mind that in a 15-team league at all.
What I don't mind is a nice glob of pitching right now available. Arrighetti, Evaldi, yes. Mackenzie Gore, Jesus Luzardo.
All great. All great.
I'm probably taking one of those guys.
Beautiful. So we're passing on outfielder still, which is fine. Totally fine.
I've got 4 outfielders.
Yeah, I know. I know you're good. I like a lot of those pitchers. Which one's towards the top of the list for you? Because I want to see which one Ginny takes.
Yeah. Let's see. We know I'm going Evaldi. I've got Evaldi as my number 39 starting pitcher. Arrighetti 63. I guess I'm low on Arrighetti. Mackenzie Gore 64th. And who else did I mention?
He said Arrighetti, Evaldi, Mackenzie Gore. Who was the other one you mentioned?
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus Luzardo goes much later, but maybe gets pushed up here. I love Jesus Luzardo. He's too good to be
Actually, I've got Jesus second in that behind Evaldi.
That's fair.
I've got Jesus as SP 57.
So Dr. Rotos went Puck Rasmussen combo. Rasmussen might he's supposed to start, but he might. Jason Collette on the Rays preview pod mentioned Rasmussen's a dark horse closer there. So you have 2 elite relievers right there that might not be full-time closers, but could rack some stats up for you. It's not bad for a guy that literally those were his first 2 potential closers on his entire staff. Arrighetti.
Yep.
Shocker. Yep. Didn't see that one coming.
Right. We all know who I'm taking. Come on.
Yeah, Nate the Great, the Bloomboard legend.
Bloomboard legend. I kind of want some Mackenzie Gore here, but
bring it home, big man. You know my thoughts on Gore. Like, get out of here, dude.
Yeah, that's Team Whip right there. That's Team Whip.
Yeah, but he's going to throw more innings than Eovaldi this year. I'll put a bet on that right
which
now.
Only makes his whip worse, throwing more innings of his whip.
Maybe he keeps improving. He's been improving year after year.
I'm giving Bubba. I actually like Mackenzie Gore this year.
Yeah, I know.
But I like Nate the Great even more.
That was 170 innings last year from Nate. If you can do that again, you're golden.
Yep. So again, old.
Yep.
I have to have the oldest team in this league.
Oh, you are Team AARP. Just go with that.
Who is my youngest player? How old is
I'll start looking dudes up.
Heber Ruiz. He's old, isn't he?
He's like late 20s.
Yeah, he's a youth.
Just give me a second here. I'm going to start. He's 26. He's young for you.
Very young. I'm changing my ways. I didn't know he was that young. Jeez. That makes me like him even more.
The Nats are almost all in their 20s outside of like Josh Bell.
They're a fun team, man.
Yes.
They're a fun team. We talked about that at the end of last year, but that continues into this year.
When I had that Nats preview with Lauren Auerbach, I kept a running tab with their ages next to their names. It was pretty entertaining. Like they have, I think from like age 21 on, they have somebody at every age group in their starting lineup. It's a good team. Good young team. So yeah, Kyber, I'm not going to look up anymore. He is your youngest one at 26. That's for sure. Oh, maybe Christopher Sanchez. Let's see how old he is.
Yeah, he's, I think, pretty young.
Christopher he's 28. He's
for me, he's a minor.
That's young for your team. That's young for your team. Yes, you are correct. Oh man, that's good. That's good. Spencer in the chat says Robles feels old, but he's only 27. So there you go.
Whoa, Victor Robles is only 27 years old.
I remember seeing something like that earlier this offseason. So that is nice that he mentioned that. So yeah, 27. He'll turn 28 in May.
Wow. I would have guessed 29, 30.
He started in 2017 when he was 20 years old.
That's wild.
Yep. So you got that going for you as well. But yeah, young squad, not so much in Bloomfield's world. Not the worst thing. Not clowning on it. I love that Woodruff pick right there. So he starts on the IL. That's nice. Nice pick there, Gianella.
I've said this story in the past, but now that we're talking Robles and him and Soto both were babies, there was it was Robles and Ronald Acuna, 1A, 1B at First Pitch Arizona, and just in prospect circles whenever they were, before they started in the major leagues. And I remember at First Pitch, that was the debate. Is fantasy wise, who's going to have the better career? Is it Victor Robles or Acuna? And honestly, the room was, forget exactly what, but it was pretty much down the middle between those two. It's just crazy how that changes.
Yeah. Yes, it is watching them grow up.
And that's back when this is before you were going to First Pitch, but that's when these guys were playing in the fall league. They were on the same team.
I remember hearing about that. Harper was out there. There's a bunch of dudes that
Harper Trout, but yeah, that was a while ago. But yeah,
they were. You used to get people to show up, which must be nice.
Adam, thanks for hanging out. Off to fine tune his AAV generator machine on Python. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Speaking my language here. Thursday night, Bubba in the Bloom auction. So good luck, Adam.
It'll be the 9th of 10 drafts. Joe Rico may be streaming that one. We'll see.
I'll check with him tomorrow. I'm potting with Rico tomorrow.
You're busy. Look at you, Erickson, Rico. Look at you. I'm proud of you, Ryan. It's a big day for you.
Thanks. You're rubbing off on me. There goes Mackenzie Gore. Scott Pianowski. Good pick.
Great pick. Great pick. Yeah, the Kikuchi and then the Gore. So, and Hunter Brown, who Ben loves. It's a good little, and Framber Valdez. I like that pitching staff for not getting super aggressive on it. That's a really good looking staff. Lots of lefties. Respect.
All right. I was just looking at Clay Holmes. I don't really need to take him, but that's a good pick by Alan Harrison, 17th round.
When I saw Clark Schmidt go a few rounds ago to Alan Harrison, Clay Holmes' name started sticking in my brain as someone to keep an eye on for sure.
I need second base, middle corner, utility, one outfield. I've got 2 pitcher slots still open.
Second base.
So I need more hitters than I do pitchers, but that's a spot that I'm usually in. I like to.
Are you still worried about batting average?
My team is projected for, that was my team in the tracker, 253 at a 255 target. So slight worry, not an emergency.
You got guys like Jonathan India is out there. The reason I ask if you're worried, you could get wild with Christopher Morel, but that will hurt you.
No, that will hurt me.
Tyro Estrada's there. If you want to wait at second base, our buddy Sajasi's down there. You don't like him? I can tell by that.
I don't even know if he's going to play.
He's supposed to start at second base.
It's a little early for Tyro, isn't
it? Spore, I don't believe Ryan has all teams projected, but Eric in the chat has. You do?
I do not, but I think
Eric Leggett in the chat has all of them projected, though, and he can maybe drop them at some point in time. Yeah, so look at India. People are supporting me on the India call. Just throwing that out there. Chat likes it. There goes Luzardo to potholes. God, that's beautiful. As
that's late for Luzardo. I like that. That's a good gamble in the 17th.
Yes, as an SP5 or 6, that's awesome. Big fan of that pick.
I don't know about it. And I guess he's fine across the board. Going to lead off, right?
Lead off. There goes Colt Keith. That's the other one that I was kind of thinking.
Not the biggest batting average. I mean, has been 249, 244, 248 the last few years, which again is not going to hurt me.
That's my point. Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe that's an option. Who else at second base? I like Tyro, but
yeah,
feel like I'm jumping the gun a little bit.
I think you're at the point of the draft to start getting guys, right?
I know. Yeah, good point.
We're past the jumping. There goes India right there to Spore.
Well, there goes that plan.
That's awesome. Well done, Paul. Well done, Paul.
Good pick.
Dr. Doom says Deuce the Giant second baseman. That's Tyler Fitzgerald this year. So that's who you got. So you said there goes Bueller. That feels a little early, but I could be wrong.
What do you think about your guy?
Which one?
Jung-Hoo Lee. Not enough juice, not enough power speed.
You already have a vanilla Reynolds. I wouldn't go both ways.
What?
Just I think the best you can think of for Jung Hoo Lee, the best. Like he'll get you good average. He's just a little better than Stephen Kwan, so maybe you get like 15-15. But I don't know what else comes with it. So I like Jung Hoo Lee if you want average. 15 team, he's much more appealing. 12 team, he's really not even on the radar for me. So yeah, I could see that.
Friedel. I like Friedel.
Oh, look at this. Our buddy here says, please say hello to the people coming from the RotoWire podcast that just ended, joining the draft in progress. Oh, so we should maybe get some.
We're the only show in town here. Let me move that draft board up.
Yeah, bring it on over, folks.
Welcome.
So that's my league conversation. Take that what you wish.
Yeah,
I like him. Don't get me wrong.
Odd.
I just don't think there's like a ceiling to him.
It's an odd take.
What was your thoughts on him?
I just didn't think like Brian Reynolds would get brought up for your reasoning behind Jung Hoo Lee. I'm up. I'm kind of screwed. There's
a lot of picks. There goes Nasty Nestor.
I like Conforto. Not the best batting average.
Starting in LA, that's not going to suck.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Get that fifth outfielder out of the way.
Not really a platoon guy either at this point.
I've always kind of we've both kind of said Conforto is one of those last. I know I said that kind of last round, but I'll do that.
Yeah, don't hate it. Don't hate it at all. As Pat said in the chat here, if the Dodgers liked him, you should like him too. That is fair. That's fair.
The appeal to authority with the Dodgers is completely fair.
Hey, Ryan, you're projected for 14 points at average right now.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's not bad. So
I thought you meant 14th place. 14.
It says 14 points. That's I'm
hell yeah.
It.
Okay.
So
Eric, is that RotoLab, Eric? Is that HQ?
Yeah, he's using RotoLab. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Did you get Paul his?
He's at 12th. He's at 12th at average.
Spor's at 12. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Again, given how I like that of course, Jenny took Joey Ortiz. I like that pick.
Yep, gonna be third base shortstop before you know it. Pretty sweet.
Wow. So batting average is not an issue. Again, for as fickle as projecting batting average can be, it is not an issue for me. So take that, everyone who where's Tid? Where's Tid? Said Garrett Mitchell doesn't fit with my batting average. Oh no, Dr. Roto, damn it. I was gonna take Tyro on the comeback.
Told you, get your guys.
Oh, I'm gonna get my guy next. It's time.
Now I'm curious of which guy we're talking about.
No way am I naming it now because Jenny is.
She's Snipe City.
Yeah. Feeling good about this one.
Jenny's in the Discord asking how her RotoLab team looks. Oh, and then she just said, "You like the Rengifo pick?"
That was like I said, to the heart, straight to the heart. Twist the knife.
It was beautiful.
So brutal.
Yes. So you just texted me who you're looking at. Oh yeah, don't say that name out loud. They'll all come out of the woodworks. But yeah, as Spore said, Jenny is a straight up killer. Yes,
this sucks.
Between the sniping and then the comments in the Discord that are just straight up like acting first off like she's not watching the stream and can't comment in the stream for one, which is funny. But then goes to the Discord. Yeah.
With this back channel Discord talk here.
Yeah.
Dr. Doom, Evan Carter went. Spore just
all right, there goes Jung Hoo. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. That's
tough turn. Tyro Estrada, Jung Hoo, and TJ Friedel, all who we were talking about.
Yep.
All went at that turn. So
yep.
I guess I should probably get a backup plan in case.
Yeah, in case Jenny takes the person right here, which would be so funny. I'd be good. Be real good.
She might. It wouldn't surprise me.
Mitchell's still out there. Norby's still out there.
Mitchell. What's with you guys in Mitchell?
Okay, you can miss out on that one too. Just like you're gonna miss out on Mason Wynn.
Oh, I saw the yellow.
You got nervous. Go get him. Show the world.
Go get him.
Who you talking about?
We'll go get him. We Bubba and I have both been extremely vocal for our love for Grant Holmes. I think our favorite post 250.
Yeah,
pitcher.
he's a big.
Not to speak for you, but
no, he's a big target. Big target.
I'm happy with that one. Could have waited maybe, but I doubt it. Didn't want to play it. All right, so let me get caught up to Conforto. So my projections, again, I'm going to plug this into HQ, but since I'm promoting our Patreon, I'm using the team tracker that I use that's available to everyone on the Patreon. It combines Steamer and the BATX projections with team targets by league type. I'm 3 points down in batting average, which is fine. On a per player basis, I'm 76 runs to 74 as the target. Homers, I'm right on 21. Stolen bases, I'm right on 13. RBI, I'm up 2 per player, which is obviously within the range of error. So feeling safe so far with the squad.
I like what you got going. Keep up the good work.
Jordan Romano in the 18th. I'm a fan of that.
That's pretty sweet.
And I think for me, it's still a little too early to start thinking about a closer spec for RP3, but not too far away.
I never say never on those kind of positions, because that all it takes is one run and you're sitting there because you're kind of towards an end, so you could miss pretty quick of other guys. Like, look at the other teams. How many of them have 2 already? Does every team have 2 at least?
Closers?
Yeah.
No idea.
All right, never mind. Just trying to throw strategy at the wind here.
So if closers had their own separate color, I could maybe try and look, but I'm not. I don't know. David Festa around 18. Nice pick by Mr. Erickson there. I think Festa is going to be somewhat of a helium guy with some risk. He doesn't make the rotation, but we have both talked that he should.
Yeah, I started incorporating baseball pods back into my rotation slowly here of late, and Fest is getting mentioned everywhere. Yeah, the helium is coming for sure.
Reese Olson just went. At this man, love a lot of starting pitchers going really these last 4 rounds.
Did I miss you? Did I miss you comment on this Spore with the damn it bloomer when you took Grant Holmes?
No, hell yeah. I'll take it.
And then apparently I don't even know what this is about. The realtor, Nick Pollock's nickname for Grant Holmes. I'm curious what that stands for.
That's awesome.
I'm really curious now, because there's a lot of ways my brain could work with that, but my brain doesn't always work where it's supposed to type thing either.
Yeah, we'll keep.
Oh, this is good. The realtor, because he grants homes. Dude, that is dad joke 101. I absolutely love that. That's outstanding.
That's bad. You can tell Pollock's getting engaged. Shit's going downhill with jokes like that. That's bad.
You see him do podcasts out of his studio with a Yeti mic like it's 2018 again or something. He's losing his fastball, folks. Watch out. But I love the nickname. That nickname's phenomenal.
No, I respect it. It's bad, but it's something that one of us would come up with for sure.
That's my kind of bad. Yeah, if you gave me half a season, that would have come out at some point in time.
Bad in a good way.
Yes. Yeah, that's good.
You're a little nervous about second base, Bubba.
Yeah. With Thyro gone on and a couple others, I would be a little on the nervous side as well.
The hell? Weird. RT Sports has in the draft room Connor Norby listed as a second baseman, but he's only third base eligible. So that's screwy.
Wow, because NFBC has him.
No, he's third only. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're right. It is third only. You are correct.
There goes Morel. You've been talking him up a little bit.
Dude,
round 18. I'm on board.
Because I'm looking at the second basemans I have ranked right now. There isn't even that many. You got Cronenworth, Sajasi, Otto Lopez. There's Brendan Donovan, who I despise at the position. It's almost gone.
Second base?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's empty.
Might have to go for throwing out nicknames. Might have to go with the bus driver.
The bus driver.
If anyone gets that.
The
realtor, now we got the bus driver.
Second baseman, the bus driver.
Yeah.
He
It's
drives.
not a good one.
Aaron Gift says he drives buses. Otto Lopez, the bus driver from The Simpsons. Otto from The Simpsons. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no, they all got that. They got it.
There we go. A little slow, Bubba.
Well, I'm multitasking here, so it's complicated.
Nick also throws out his namesake, Nick Gonzalez, who I do like as just someone who's going to play. You never know. He's young, going to play every day in Pittsburgh. Yep. Oh, now guess who's here? Now who's here?
What did I miss? What did I miss, Jenny?
What did I
Everything.
miss?
You almost watched a grown man cry on YouTube.
Jenny thinks she's funny. What did I miss? Man, you missed a lot. No name calling. No name calling.
No, it's more so out of respect, Jenny. We absolutely love your team, especially I do. Like, it's just glorious down the line because basically Ryan wanted all those picks, so it's good. It's been really, really, really nice to watch. Yeah, Eric mentioned. I mentioned earlier. Is Cronenworth still available? I would imagine he's gone by now. Because that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one.
Yes. Yeah.
You guess. You look what round you're in. Like this is where. You're at.
No, it's a fair.
Yeah, so here you go. Michael
fair throw.
Everyone loves your team, Jenny, and you've caused Bloom to curse your name 5 times. Yes, this has happened.
Yeah, likely more than 5.
Respectfully cursed, by the way. I want to clarify
that. We had a comment earlier about is it Scherzer or Verlander time a couple rounds ago. So Max Scherzer just went to Mike Podhorzer. I love Scherzer at the price where he's going this year.
Yeah, so do I. Big fan. I just my latest Fantasy Pros, I do like the mock drafts and I describe the picks and why. And you get Scherzer late, and I basically just every time why not take that chance theory. It's beautiful.
Nice thing about the Crone Zone is he's corner eligible as well, which I need, so I can still go second base again if I need to and throw what's his name at Cronenworth at corner.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you for sure. I think gives you the flexibility, especially with later picks, which is nice to have. So,
all right, good.
Yeah. So, second base, is that your biggest concern right now? Is filling that need?
I mean, because it's second base and middle that I need. Like,
it goes back to the shortstop conversation we had.
Exactly, and it goes back to the short. Like, notice how a shortstop really has not been taken the last few rounds. Tyler Fitzgerald, but like that, I mean. Shortstop has died.
Dude, because I'm looking at my rankings, all but like 3 guys I have ranked in our top 30 are still available. They're all gone.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's pretty impressive.
It's tough out there. Which again, you in a 15-teamer. What do we got?
Cat Monahan. It's nice to be able to double tap second baseman when there's 0 of them left.
Yeah.
Okay, they were really nice to you the first half of the show. The gloves have started to come off. It feels like.
Yeah. Crowd's getting a little out of hand here.
Jenny showed up and the fun begins. Eric makes a really good point.
Eric, man, awesome. I fully agree.
That's a really good point. Now, Jenny, you might not have to do it now because Jenny might do it on the way back.
Am I up? I'm on deck.
Yeah, you're on deck.
I don't know, man. He's out for 2 months.
That's the problem. It's a shoulder. What do we really get out of him this year? Because even when he comes back, he probably isn't his normal self for a month or 2. You'd imagine. Who knows?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Crone Zone, and then maybe double tap with Otto Man. If that even happens, coming back.
Yeah,
no, I'd feel pretty good about that.
I would definitely do Cronenworth first. I'm with you there, and see where it goes from there.
All right, no Zinke snipe.
Not this time.
Not meant as a slight, but Zinke's been rather nice to me tonight. Not many snipes from Zinke compared to my counterpart on the right. All right, Cronenworth, welcome. I guess.
I like that at this point in the draft. I really do.
Yeah. Sure. I don't.
Britton Allen says Jorge Polanco. He'll be second base, third base.
Yeah. We'll play every day, unfortunately.
He will get at bats till he gets his knee hurt again. So you got that going for you.
Let me go full Mariners here. That's how you win, Labor.
Might as well get Jose Caballero while you're at it. Good Lord. Yeah, really.
Not to crap on suggestions from the chat, but
oh no, if they can fire at you, you can fire back. That's how this game works. Yeah, see, Brent says go full in. Mitch Haniger DHs too.
Christ.
You could take a spec on Ryan Bliss late and see if he actually makes the team at second over Dylan Moore. Then he runs wild.
No.
It was in this column, ALPT tomorrow. I've heard it's good. AL West, I don't know. I've heard.
Yep.
Ooh, Aaron Gifts, you better get Lux before Sporer. And Sporer goes, shh. That's not a bad one either. Christian Campbell late. Christian Moore of the Angels, who I am tremendously high on.
You're starting to. Yeah, there are options. It's just I need I need multiple people. I need second base and a middle. I guess maybe not. I can put Cronenworth at middle, but
yeah, so there's options if you're willing to play the spec game.
Remember, like 10.
We're not playing for a month. We're not playing real games for a month, basically.
Remember, like 10 rounds ago, you tried to get me to take Garrett Mitchell.
Yeah, is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
What is wrong with this room?
Smart room, dude.
Dude,
Justin Martinez waited until the end of the 19th round.
His ADP is like 250.
Who?
Garrett Mitchell. Yeah,
he's falling.
Yeah, that's wild. Ben Ted mentions Durbin. That's a steal start as long as the Brewers don't trade for Ryan McMahon now. That could make things dicey. Unless Durbin goes to Colorado, which was mentioned in the Discord earlier. That would obviously help things. Yeah, this is the one I noticed when Puck was drafted. Martinez with a gigantic fall in ADP in this draft. Shocked by that. He just went right now to Rudy Gamble. Like, on paper, that is a ridiculous price tag for Rudy Gamble to get. Your defending champion, folks. Defending champion just got Martinez around 19. That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty nice. Even if he doesn't close.
Ooh, there's Bubba. There's Bubba.
Good. And you can have, even though you've got 6 reserves only compared to 7 for NFBC, I still think you can do a stash because of the IL slots.
Yep. Bubba hopefully gets the Skeens treatment for a month. That's what we're hoping for.
And not to say Bubba's on the IL, but you're not stashing injured guys along with a minor league guy is what I'm going for there.
Okay, gotcha.
A couple of pitchers I want too.
Really? Go for it.
Like Kumar's just hanging out 20th round. He'd be my last pitcher.
There goes Miguel Amaya. Very solid option. Does catcher too.
What color is second base?
It's blue. Blue. Yes, blue.
God, my eyes hurt. I'm trying to see how many people could Automan make it all the way back. He could. He
definitely could.
And there are other. I'm gonna go Kumar.
Garrett Mitchell is what everyone's telling you in the chat to do. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Garrett Mitchell added to the Mason Wynn conversation when they do well. It's gonna be glorious.
Nah, it's about time I get young. It's about time I get young. Dude, I still haven't taken look at my last few picks.
Oh, I know.
Eovaldi, Conforto, Cronenworth.
Grant
Grant Holmes is old. He hasn't been around long, but I think he's 30.
He started with the A's back in the day. He's 20. Grant Holmes is 28. He'll be 29 on March 22nd. So yes. Who'd you just take?
Kumar. That's a Kumar.
Kumar. He's young, but not as young as people. Yeah, he's 25. There you go. Your youngest player. He beats Kybert by a year. He's your youngest player now, around 20. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Holmes is even though he's relatively new on the scene with Atlanta, he has been around forever.
Grant Holmes gets the Victor Robles age treatment.
Good pick by Tim McLeod. I was looking at Chris Martin as well. I'm like a Chris Martin guy now. I mean, I think he's Texas's guy. I feel like Texas would have made a move by now,
He would have
especially
got
with Finnegan off the board.
Exactly. Finnegan was the one that was sticking around. Like they keep saying David Robertson. If you bring David Robertson back, what's the difference? Like I'd probably still take Chris Martin personally at that point. So yeah, they're kind of out of. It's weird what they've done there.
Let's see if we can get. Yeah, we got a couple more rounds to show everybody the teams with their picks. There goes Garrett Mitchell, everyone. So now you can all
done. Looks like Ray
Garrett
Flowers.
Mitchell.
Great pick, Ray Flowers. Phenomenal pick, Ray Flowers.
What a pick. Yeah, what a pick. Flowers, great pick.
Yes. He's going to get his flowers.
Did you really take Kumar Rocker over Garrett Mitchell? Blah,
yes,
blah, 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 blah. I'm off my Rocker. Very good.
Well done, Ben Ted. Well done.
Now you guys can take your Garrett Mitchell nonsense and stay on the stream, but also
we'll bring it back tomorrow night when he goes for way too much money now in the Bloom auction draft.
Garrett Mitchell.
Yeah, that's gonna be one. It's gonna be a fun one to get thrown in my face later when somehow he doesn't play. But
part of me should have taken Chris Martin, but I'll shoot for some upside with Kumar. I'm fine with that. I don't know.
Are you going to try to speculate on one more closer potentially as the draft goes on? Or no?
Oh, you know the good doctor's hanging around.
Yes, the good doctor is, and he might just show up on your team. I changed my phrasing there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, bigger audience than normal, Bubba.
Yes,
keep it fresh, keep it clean.
Changed it up for you, folks.
Ryan Weathers to Spore, great pick.
Love it, great pick.
Yep.
For I think Spore was in our show the other night when we were talking about Weathers. He professed his enjoyment of Ryan Weathers. So
I was in dollar days in my auction, and I had my max bid was a 2, and I think I had 4 or 5 spots left to fill, and I decided to use that $2 bullet on Ryan Weathers. So
I took Weathers late, and Barf. I was very, very happy with that.
Yep. So nice. I didn't know that. Well done.
Yep.
I mean, he's no Kumar Rocker, but
no, he's not. But I actually throw more innings than Kumar Rocker.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
That's with Rocker. That's the problem is we don't know if he starts in the rotation. Whereas Weathers he's in. I don't know how much run support my guy will get, but
that's a conundrum. That is a big problem. But the question with like Rocker is how many starts does he throw long enough to get the win as well, type stuff. Like I love Rocker's upside, like tremendous skill set. So I like the pick. I'm not downplaying the pick. There's just a reason he's going so late because there's so many other questions around it.
Yep, for sure. And I probably needed. So he's my 9th pitcher, but I probably need to pretty soon get somebody right as my 10th pitcher who may actually be my 9th if Rocker doesn't start with the team. And the problem with Rocker is like if he doesn't start with the team, I'm holding on to him, I think. And then how long do I do that? But I don't know. People will get hurt. He'll be up.
Yeah, because that's the big downside. There's still a small window where he doesn't even make the team out of camp for some dumb reason. So that's where it gets real bad.
I trust Big Dome Bruce.
Big Dome Bruce, baby. Big Dome Bruce.
I trust him to make the right call.
I mean, his 8-gallon hat. Yep. That's
Christian Campbell just went. I like that. Like 4 rounds after Roman Anthony, which I really like for Christian Campbell.
Campbell has a better shot, it seems like, to make the team over Anthony. So
right. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense on that one.
Going back to Gianella real quick. Little monitor. Because we thought he was punting steals. Then he went to Nico. Then he did Neto. Then he went Mullins. And then Fitzgerald. So he's kind of trying to shoot middle of the pack for steals.
Which, like I said a long time ago, on a standalone league, you don't have to win every category. You don't have to necessarily punt every category. If you can just finish like 6 to 9 somewhere in that window out of a 15-team league, it keeps you elsewhere if you dominate the other categories. Because we also talked to Gianella, his first 4 hitters are all 30 to 40 home run bats. So he's going to crush home runs, which gives him RBIs and runs scored. So yeah, it's a good combo there. Sean Manaea, IL pick right there for Pianowski.
I like that. I think that's fair for Sean Manaea, 20th round.
Definitely.
Start him on the IL. It's not an arm. Like if he misses a month, that's still a fine pick, I think.
Totally agree with you on that one. Definite IL stash there because I'm not thinking of too many IL guys I'd be interested in right now. They'll probably pop up and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But for the most part, the ones I like, the Striders, the Neto, Manaya, those are kind of the main ones I liked, and they're all gone now. Now for Tout Wars, we can do the same thing, can't we? The IL thing? I think so.
For Tout, damn it,
Yeah, it's
Kirby H.
unlimited IL.
I was looking at him. Yeah, you can do that in Tout as well.
I thought. So there's Kirby Yates. If I talked over Bloomfield, he was hoping to get him. He just said so. Keep that in mind when he's talking.
Yates was hanging out for quite a while at the top of the queue. Which, for anyone joining recently, the queue is based off of our ADP from our Bubba and the Bloom Listener League. So the Bubba and the Bloomers had Yates hanging out for quite a bit as the top option on the board.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like I'm so torn. I know Spore is big on Tanner Scott, and I love Tanner Scott's skill set. I hate trusting Dave Roberts with anything. That's just my downfall. I think Yates and Scott will probably both be very, very good. It's just going to be weeks where they're going to annoy the snot out of you, basically.
Yeah, but it's that. I mean, we talked about it on our reliever show. I think the Dodgers got 50 saves right last year as a team. If you just conservatively project Yates and
30-20
Scott to get roughly half, that's 25 each.
Yeah,
maybe some others are in there, but
then that's where my argument comes is like where you have to draft them out of most drafts. Like Yates falling so much is crazy, but like if with our NFBC brain, to me, like they still go too high at that regard. But again, that might be one of my faults as we talk about our faults on this show.
Danny Jansen hanging out for a while as the top guy in the queue.
Yeah, that was the one I said. If you're cool with punting, I would have still taken him by now to be safe, not get screwed out of it. But most guys have their catchers. Allen only has one. Podhoser only has one. Erickson only has one. So there's a few guys that still need it, but a lot of teams already have two. So
might have to pivot from Otto, man.
Ooh, Tristan McKenzie. Podhoser loves his injury guys, his injury risk guys, injury guys. That's his thing.
He's loading up again. This is 17th round and later, but it's Luzardo, Scherzer, Springs, McKenzie. I mean, he started safe. He started pretty safe.
Jenny says, I meant to take Jansen instead of Amaya. They were both at the top of my queue, and I accidentally clicked Amaya. Amaya might stay healthy longer, Jenny, but Jansen's probably got the more initial appeal. So either way, but yes, both. See, of course she was going to take Jansen. We talked about him. I'm just kidding.
Well, Jenny finally screws up at a position I don't need. So.
Yeah, I don't mind the Maya chat though. There's been a lot of positive notes in the Discord about the way he finished last season. I know spring stats shouldn't matter, but he's coming out crushing the baseball already. So take that for what it's worth.
Credit to where are we at? Keegan in the Discord said, in the endless search for catchers in 2-catcher leagues, why do people seem to be ignoring Miguel Amaya's second half? He changed his leg kick and had notable improvements in almost every metric. Keegan says, not saying he'll become a top 15 catcher, but he's a former top 50 prospect who's still only 25, and the Cubs want to play him. So that stuck out to me in the Discord from Keegan. I followed up with, we put an upside of 260 batting average, 20 homers on Amaya in the forecaster this year. So
I like it.
There goes Spore took Lux.
I know. Well, I was going to say I love the Joe Adell pick from DVR. I've been getting more and more on that train. And then Lux, Lux is there you go. Done and done. Kyle Harrison going there, by the way. Eric Leggett, it says Varsho IL spot, maybe. Does that make sense?
Could be an option.
Yes. That is in play as well. Pat saying you have Acuna, Lawler, Durbin, Otto all seem like decent middle infielders. Lawler will not start with the team this year. It's a small percentage chance now. That came out in the news that we'll be dropping for you guys shortly. Just keep that in mind.
Wait, what? Lawler what?
The D-backs are saying there's a very small percentage chance Lawler starts the season with the big club.
I mean, where's he going to play?
Exactly. No, it seems pretty simple, but a lot of people are still in on him and just letting them know.
I mean, I thought before Perdomo signed his contract, I thought maybe, but once that happened.
Perdomo's defense is too good. He was never, to me, getting out of the way.
All
It had to
well,
be Suarez.
I'm pivoting.
There goes Story. Whoa, that was your team. Yes.
Pivoting. I haven't talked about Story, but because I took Cronenworth, I can put him at second or corner and put Story at middle. So I'm good there. I like that. A batting average, not so much, but
2020 play in round 21. Yeah, I'll take that all day long.
Yeah, I like
that's
that.
outstanding.
I mean,
Since you missed out on Garrett Mitchell, at least you made up for it a little bit with Trevor.
Okay, oh Jesus! All roads lead back to freaking Garrett Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't just look like an elephant. I have a mind like one too, so don't you worry about it. Yeah, Sport even debated Story versus Lux. So good pick. You got the Sport seal of approval on that.
Always good to get. All right. Looking back at the squad as it comes back, I do need now a second baseman. I cannot take. Well, I could take Connor Norby, throw him at utility. I need second base and utility for my. Well, shit, I could take a corner too.
Cronenworth's not second base eligible?
Yeah, I can take. Yeah, I can move Cronenworth to second. My bad, and draft a corner infielder.
Yeah, so you're good there.
God.
The
team tracker projections don't like my batting average. They've got me at 250.
Dude. You just want a corner infielder right now?
Maybe, but I might go pitcher.
Carlos Santana, Josh Bell, like both of them. Why do you laugh at that?
Oh, dude, Josh Bell.
They're better than the third base options. They're better than you're legit laughing at Carlos Santana. Do I have to read you what he's gonna play every day?
My man gets all excited and then throws Carlos Santana out there. Jesus.
Fine. Be with yourself. Go. Do your thing.
I don't know. It might be time for the doctor. He's up there.
That's fair too.
DJ Hers is up there. Tyler McGill, Nick Martinez is up there as pitchers. If I'm looking
at all of those. I was just trying to give you corner infielders because you were talking about them, but I'll just come back to roasting you and said, okay, fine.
Oh, there goes Foucher.
There you go. The good doctor. Yes. There goes Norby.
Connor Norby. Oh, yep. Christ.
There you go. You might be taking Santana here pretty soon.
I might end up with
Santana. And you're welcome. Bell's gone, apparently. I missed that, Dr. Doom says.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So simmer down, Bubba.
Pat says CES. If you want to take that, it's not a bad play
now, honestly. He's gone. Beginning of the 20th round.
There you go. That makes sense then. So you guys are trying to throw him under the bus, but telling me people aren't even there.
No, I got my guy. I'm going to go pitcher. It's easy to want to fill out my hitting positions, but I think it's just, I say this every time, but it's important to get pitching depth and draft pitching depth.
Norby and Mitchell will haunt Ryan for the next 7 months. That's
whatever, man. Actually, I got a ton of Connor Norby.
That's good.
Mitchell. Let's see Mitchell.
So you're going pitcher here. Hopefully it's DJ Hers.
We need to find a
beer bet
for surrounding Garrett Mitchell. It could be Mitchell himself. It could be versus somebody else.
Oh, well, when we do our pockets of ADP, we'll probably find something. Don't you worry.
We doing that? Is that Thursday's show?
No, I think we need to talk some more. We had a different idea for that. Remember?
No. We'll chat.
Yeah, we'll chat about that.
I thought
that is coming up though. Yeah. But let's see what. Oh, you're a Boyd boy.
Yeah,
you're a Boyd boy.
Just did a Bloom board on the best. An article for the Patreon on the best swinging strike and ball rate pitchers going outside the top 250 over the last 2 months of last season, and Boyd totally popped. I mean, he was really, really good when he came back with the with who the hell was he with last year?
Yeah, the Guardians.
Was it Guardians? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then he just signed with the Cubs.
But the thinking here and best laid plans go to hell is Matthew Boyd can stay healthy for a month or two, and then Kumar Rocker can slide right in there behind him if needed.
Well, see, that's where I was going to go with this, and I like Boyd as well. I like Rocker, but they both start the season in rotation, and then they both have their inning limit at the same time. I guess you just deal with it when it happens.
Yeah, I'm not worried about my innings limit in the second half of the season when I'm in the 20th round. I'll deal with that later.
That's fair.
Especially in a 15.
Fair enough.
I'm not worried about that yet. Maybe I should be, but I don't know.
Nah, you're good. You're good. I was just more curious than anything. It goes Manzardo ahead of Carlos Santana, which is just wrong, but sport. Congratulations.
You are not a man. I took Manzardo in
I
my
do.
auction. You were not impressed.
I like Manzardo. I don't like it as much knowing they signed Santana. Santana plays better defense. So you're stuck with Manzardo at utility, and I don't know when he gets first base. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that is the first base call is fair.
But like before like when Naylor got traded, there was about a 30-minute window where Manzardo's life was wide open before they signed Santana again. Literally like 30 minutes. So
here's Eric with the comp of the night. And Eric, I believe, he's a Brewers fan. So
no,
he knows what's up. And
no,
he
he's
says
making
Mitchell's
fun of Pistol, who said Mitchell is the next Weimer. He's laughing at him.
Damn
No,
it.
no,
Right, well,
no,
I'm
no,
Team
no.
Pistol Pete all the way
Eric's
there.
still on my side on this one, buddy.
Oh, Pat off the top rope. Jesus.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, God.
Let me find the age. I got the page up right here.
Carlos Santana might
Carlos
drag down
Santana's
Ryan's
38.
team's average age.
Carlos Santana will be 39 April 8th. He's almost as old as you, right?
Like our age, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's making millions of dollars playing baseball. Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
Johnny DeLuca, there was a good one to take later if you wanted some speed in the outfield. All right.
Automan's still around. Might be the time.
What round are we in? 23? Can't read that.
Yeah, we are in entering 23.
Okay.
We got an hour till your next pod.
Yep, we're doing good. Maybe I'll get something to eat for dinner between that.
Want me to order you a DoorDash?
Yeah, not in this town. But
you don't have delivery services?
No, we don't have Uber, even car services. We don't have that. No. We just make it work.
That I can understand. The food, that's tough.
Yeah, no, we don't. We don't. That's why I barbecue so much.
Yeah, just stock up.
Just stock up a meat at Costco and just Rick can start smoking stuff.
Yeah.
It makes life easy. Makes it easy. I just got a pizza oven. Can't wait to try that out this summer. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There was a fundraiser for a friend of ours that has cancer, so it was an auction item. So I bought that. So put that in the backyard. It runs off of pellets, just like the Traeger. So we'll be ready to rock and roll.
That's you can get into that. One of my favorite podcasts out there in any genre is the Solid Verbal college football podcast. And both those guys, it's Ty and Dan. Dan has his own like pizza company, and he's gotten really into it, and his stuff looks really good. And then he got Ty into it.
I'm pretty excited about it because I've been to a couple of like they opened like a little tap house in town that they make like oven roasted pizza or wood oven pizzas or whatever. But they only have like 5 of them. That they rotate the gourmetness of them, I guess. So I'm looking forward to trying some different things like jalapenos and different meats and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, pretty pumped on it.
I mean, where it gets really, if you want to go next level with it, is the like making the dough from scratch. And
I'd have to cut out some podcasts to have time to do that.
Oh no, we can't do that.
No, we cannot do that.
Disregard.
I can't be doing that at all.
Michael Waka just went in round 23. Eric picks up on that. Nice pick on Waka.
Gianella.
Anyone who's that's Gianella, third slot. Anyone who's listened recently to our shows, Waka is a standout.
Yep. There goes MJ Melendez. Still, I still have like a small glimmer of hope for him, but it's again small glimmer at this point in time. It's getting tougher and tougher to support it. So what are we thinking here? We going to another pitcher? We getting your corner infielder? Carlos Santana is still out there if you need him. What are we thinking here, Ryan? Austin Hayes is in the outfield if you need an outfielder.
Jesus, Austin Hayes. How far are we into this damn show? 2 hours 58. There it is. Austin Hayes.
You just double donged the other day.
Watch out. You did.
Yeah.
I was notified of such double dong.
Who did that?
Yeah, I wonder. No, I'm driving the bus with this pick.
Beautiful.
Been talking about him for 3 or 4 rounds now.
That means I'm just gonna brace.
And I still need a second baseman, like an actual. I don't. Oh no, God damn it.
Cronenworth.
I have Cronenworth.
You don't need a and you already have a middle infielder. Like, you are good. You need a corner infielder.
Corner's rough.
So even Pat agrees. Hayes and Cincy. He knows what's up.
Jesus. Man. Really, yeah, you're right. You guys are right. Should have built my outfield around Austin Hayes and Garrett Mitchell. You guys are right.
On the side note, Pat makes a comment: getting the double-digit beverages while using the pizza oven, and you wind up with a few blisters you've been warned.
Pat's on point tonight.
Yes, this is great. This is great. This is kind of like your auction feed the other night at about the 3-hour window, just like this. We started going down diatribes in other areas because these late picks, yes, if you guys want analysis, we'll give you some, but it gets dicey. Nick Kurtz, that's not is that whose team's that? Nick Kurtz.
That is Tim McLeod.
That's what I was thinking it would be. Okay. Because he likes his prospects. Kurtz, I just don't know if he's gonna be up early is my only concern there.
McLeod also took Sagano, and McLeod is notorious for taking some of the overseas guys. I think that's the only one
I remember, yes.
Oh, I see. All right, Ottoman makes it back. I think that's the move. I need a second or a corner. He's the best one left. And I need batting average. Come on. At least according to what I'm looking at, I need batting average. Otto Lopez is good, dude, I think, for 23rd round.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Mark, I like that call out. Relvis Martinez gaining some steam in these last few days. All right. So I've got all my hitter spots except utility. So I can go with any hitter. I've got 10 pitchers, so I'm already building a pitching bench. And Tracker says I'm a little light in power now. About 30 homers shy with one more guy to go. That's fine. That's within range.
Yeah, you can adjust on that when some of these guys go better than expected. You'll be okay.
And how I use the team tracker, I don't, if I'm a little bit off in one category, whatever. These projections, we have no idea if they're right. They're not right. They're just projections. It's more just, am I generally balanced is what I'm using the team tracker for, as opposed to trying to hit every single target. DJ Harris just went. Is that what that moan is for?
Yep. That was it. You know me too well.
Yep. No, good pick. He was high up there, but I wanted to get Otto. There's a lot of pitchers I like still around. There's a lot. There's Tyler McGill, Nick Martinez, Chris Bubich. If you want to go the IL crowd, you could take a Yuri Perez. Wesneski's around. Ben Brown's around. Varsho's around. If I want to go the IL route there. How long's Varsho out?
He's not supposed to be out that long.
Yeah. Kim just went. Varsho is hitting and throwing long toss as of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you'll be fine there.
Dr. Doom says, yeah, Kim, nice stash. Agreed. It's just, it is 2 months. Stash you like better? Totally hard to compare, but Varsho or Yuri Perez? Yuri Perez could do nothing.
And Yuri's not back till the All-Star break. I take Varsho right now. Yeah, you do Varsho. I love Yuri, but yeah, he could have a setback and you not even see him.
Yep, agreed. Whereas Varsho, like, he's practicing now. Like that's good. He's been cleared to do shit.
Maybe I missed this. No, I don't think so. Eric makes a point. I've been kind of talking about Whitlock closing in Boston. He's like a dark horse guy I like late if you want to speculate. Like if something were to happen, like he's a guy. If Hendricks isn't there, like I think he could take the Hendricks role if Hendricks struggles or something.
Oh, Dr. Roto.
Well, you just scrolled out of it. You scrolled out of it. There you go.
Varsho, fucker.
He likes to listen to this show. Don't you forget.
Oh,
here's a dude, Ernie Clement, maybe. You laugh. You're in a 15-team league in the late rounds. Dude's got contact skills, multi-position eligible.
He is a dude. He is a male.
Oh man,
Trey Sweeney's out there. No?
Oh, I like Trey Sweeney, but you're going to make fun of me for telling you Ernie Clement and Carlos Santana, and you're saying Trey Sweeney, who might platoon with Javi Baez right now.
Is roster resource down? It's not good.
You don't need it. You got me. What else do you need? Let's
Yeah, that Varsho pick was rough.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
And Tyler McGill, of course, Jenny just took him. That's fantastic.
That a girl, Jenny. Start sniping them left and right. Just
freaking ridiculous.
Go get them. See, even Paul's on my side. You do lose a little high ground laughing at Clement only just Trey Sweeney.
And Paul knows his Tigers
That's my
too.
point.
Damn it.
That's my point. And I like Sweeney, but as long as Baez is there, they paid him. He's gonna be in the way just enough to make it annoying. That's the facts.
All right. I can't win them all. It's fine.
Yeah, who'd you just take there? I can't read that.
Nick Martinez is always my guy.
It's not bad. It's not bad right there. Yeah, it's your guy. That's your guy.
Big Martinez fan. All right, we're switching over.
Beer time. Attaboy.
Astoria, Oregon's finest. Bowie IPA, right on the banks of the Columbia River in Astoria. Awesome brewery. If anyone has been, it's great.
That sounds good. That sounds real good. I can use a couple of those right now.
A couple years ago, the roof collapsed on it on their brewery.
Oof, but that's not cool.
It's pretty tough. Pretty tough scene.
Glad to see they bounced back. Good to see they bounced back.
Well, there's a Mount Massey. I've been off Mount Massey.
They started him in left field the other day in spring. They're trying to move him around to keep him eligible all over the place. Pat, Pat, you are on fire tonight, my friend. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah.
Nick Martinez,
34.
Age
34. Come on down, my friend.
Ernie Clement and Trey Sweeney. Age, he goes to Nick Martinez at age 34.
Spore digs Massey. I do too. I don't know why I haven't ended up with him. I don't really know why. I liked him a lot in our Fab shows
because they
last
grabbed
year,
Jonathan India and his playing time's even more skewed than before. That's why.
Still think he at least platoons, right?
He should
against righties. Should.
Like I said, they're trying to get him reps in the outfield. And basically, they want his bat in the lineup. That's what it comes down to. That's a plus.
Running out of So with RT Sports, you can only, when I said I uploaded our Bubba in the Bloom ADP into the draft room, you can only do it. I don't know why, but for 300.
Oh yeah, you're donezo.
So I did, like, I went through today and I deleted a lot of guys that I don't like and knew, I deleted like the top 10 overall.
You didn't need them. Yeah.
Right. I don't need them in my queue. I know I'm not going to get them, or just guys I'm totally out on. I was able to get to like 375, but now even that is running out. So hitters are God. Jacob Young's sticking out.
It's that bad, huh?
I always end up with Jacob Young. I don't know how to feel about it, but
he came in jacked this year, according to everybody. But I can see the appeal just for where you're at in this time of the draft. I'll say that much. I don't know if that helps what you're looking for, but
no, I mean, he's going to play. I think
every day he's going to steal a ton of bases. And
I did see some stuff today. I mean, who the hell knows? It's spring training. I shouldn't be looking at this. Who's the guy? Robert Hassel?
Yes.
The prospect.
Yes.
Is apparently looking good this spring.
He came over from San Diego as well in the Soto trade.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And he may be a threat to Jacob Young, who just went to Gianella. So,
yeah, Jacob Young. It should Hassel. I think there's definitely. I could see the arguments for Hassel. I don't think that should take away from.
I think it's more like at some point during the season, maybe. But
yeah, if someone's injured or someone really the production hits the skids, I could see that taking place. So
all right, so we got 5 rounds left. We're getting there, people.
Yeah, almost there. Like, I'm surprised we've made it this long. No, I'm just kidding.
I knew we'd go all the way. It's how many? We're still at 70. That's awesome.
Yeah, who would stick around for the boring last picks that could help? Like Dustin May going late. He's looking good.
Dude, these are Hayden Wesneski's one of my favorite late SP buys. He was on my list, but he went to
Wesneski's too young for you.
Oh, Sporer took Wesneski.
Wesneski's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. Maybe should have taken him over Martinez. I really like Wisniewski. Took him in Werf. And
As
was
a
proud of myself.
dumb question, has Sean Burke gone yet?
No, I don't think so.
That's an upside play.
It is. I do need.
You need age on your team, I know.
Well, no, I need hitters.
Oh,
I
Carlos
still haven't. Yeah, all roads.
I'm gonna keep mentioning that name, Ernie Clement.
I still don't have a full hitting team yet. I've got a util spot that's open.
And you take a dart on JD Martinez. I still think he signed somewhere.
Is he gonna play? I
don't know. Just throwing stuff out there. He's old, so I figured you'd like that.
Oh God, there's a name you're gonna like.
What?
Oh, he's outfield eligible. God.
Which one?
This could work. Chris Bryant.
Oh no.
Let's go.
You took him?
No, I added him to my queue.
Oh God. Get rid of your queue.
Oh, Tid.
You're making Ryan sound like the anti-Leonardo DiCaprio by saying these guys are.
Damn.
Vintage is coming out gangbusters.
Jesus, Tid.
I am loving this. Loving this.
What are we
doing? The dance, feeling the flow.
You know who's top in the queue is someone who's on the same team as Garrett Mitchell, arguably better.
Okay, let me think about it. Is it Durbin?
South Relic.
Oh Jesus! The dude that's already hurt.
I'm joking.
No, you're not.
Stand down, chat. Stand down.
Yeah. Put the pitchforks away.
I do need so I still have a utility spot open, and I'd like to have at least like a couple in terms of coverage for hitters, guys that are gonna play. And dude, it's it ain't great. Yeah. Chris Bryant's gonna play.
For what, the first week?
Yeah, I know.
You do what you wish, maybe he does, but there goes Pavin Smith. Yep, that would have been a great pick. Is Jock Jam still out there?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's a lot better than Chris Bryant.
No, he's not.
Okay,
must have been taken. I must have totally missed that.
Yeah,
Peterson. Yeah, 21st round.
Yeah. Chris Bryant's going to play MLB The Show versus Anthony Rendon as they sit on the IL. Well played, Spore. Well played. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there goes Sal. Speak of the devil.
There he goes. Luke Raley still available?
Yeah, I like that. First base outfield, right?
Yep.
Strong side platoon. Yep. Mariner fits the squad.
Yep. Hitting all those buttons.
Looking at Nick Gonzalez still.
I do like Nick Gonzalez as well.
Just because it's just coverage on Otto Lopez. Like typically if whatever position I take last on my starting squad, I'd like to
they're all saying Luke Raley's gone, by the way. So
Raley's gone. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't read what's going on, so I'm just throwing out names for you.
The other streamers will know the screen on the stream is very small for us. So Bubba might go blind.
Might as well take my glasses off. It doesn't even matter at this point.
Like dude, you need another screen, man. You need like an external monitor you just plug in.
Yeah.
You know, and when you're home, you just plug it in and you've got some real estate.
Yeah, someday, Ryan, we'll graduate. Just be glad I could hit stop and start and upload a podcast.
Should have had Papa Bloom since he's stopping through tomorrow. Should have him install one for you.
And then rewire my house and get it all set up for me. Have a whole studio set up thanks to Papa Bloom.
Perform the install.
Jer Encarnacion could be a nice spec late for power.
Yep, your boy.
That could be one. I'm just going through teams in my head for potential plays along that kind of
what about
idea.
Am I up? No, Massey. I'm on deck. What do you think about Pahis?
I think with the Kim news, it's more intriguing. I just don't know what the regular playing time is.
I know. I still think it's. I saw and you mentioned the Kim news earlier. I still think it's like
it's T.
3
Oscar,
to 3 games a week or something, and I don't know if you can do that.
Like I really love Pages. So if you want to take a chance, knock yourself out. I don't know. I don't know.
Now we'll go Nick Gonzalez, get some second base coverage.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Don't mind it.
All right. So I could take injured guys. Actually, I think I know I'm going to take.
Adam makes a great point. In Bubba's own words, he's a caveman. You're going to have to set that up for him, Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go down there. Hey, Tid. Going to bed, but he says he likes the squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow again, programming alert. I'm gonna try and join the beginning, but at 7:00 Eastern, 4 p.m. Best Coast. Bench with Bubba. Bubba's gonna do his stream his auction. Bubba in the Bloom Auction League. Oh, good. Tommy Pham. That's a great pick.
Spore said surprised Ryan didn't take him, but he's probably too young.
That is correct. Not enough experience.
Ryan doesn't draft people that stab themselves outside of strip clubs, unfortunately. So,
that is a good pick. Of course, Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny just keeps doing her thing slowly. But there's Big Christmas. There you go. I was wondering when someone was going to take that one. AKA Fran Mil Reyes Jr.
I'm going to take your guy.
Jer? Or Carlos Santana?
No. I'm going to go pitcher again. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but I am like stockpiling pitching. But
you should get Birdsong.
No, you're going to like this pick. I know.
Oh, God. When you say that, it gets me.
No, you are. Every time. You are. Legit. It's time. Ooh, Casey Mize.
That's you.
I know. I liked him, and then you had Marty on your Tigers preview.
Yeah, he did not say good things about him at all.
It was tough. It was tough for the Mize family.
I'm with Spore on this real quick. He says I like stockpiling starting pitchers in these early drafts. I know my OC, like my last 6 picks were all starting pitchers or relief pitcher specs, like all of them.
And so what I'm about to do, assuming I'm going to take my third bench starting pitcher before I even take a bench hitter. And again, in these 15 teamers, pitchers are going to get hurt. Like you need to be able to stream from your bench, I think. And it hurts you a little bit with flexibility on the hitting side, but that's the sacrifice you have to make.
You've already hurt yourself on the hitting side, so you might as well stockpile pitching.
Yeah, I've done enough. I've done enough damage.
Move on. Just move on, Ryan.
Shit is just slaughtered. I'm going to look elsewhere.
I'm really curious about this pitcher now, though, since you said it's a guy that I will like, and you're being serious about that. So that really gets me thinking because we're down 100 plus now in the pitching game easily.
Eric, fun draft, everyone. Got to work early. Appreciate it, man. As always, thanks for hanging out. Great suggestions throughout in terms of players he was throwing out there.
He was tracking the Roto Lab the whole time. That was pretty cool. All right, first we got to see if Ginny snipes you on said pick, and then we'll go from there. That'll be the more telltale sign.
There goes Painter, which I don't. Depends if they. Do. I mean, I can't. Yeah, I can't do because
it's not Yahoo. They won't IL him, so you're fine.
I think for me, that's a little bit too long of a stash.
Ryan Nelson. I thought that was it for a minute. I was like, oh man. Well, your eyes lit up.
Saw that yellow, man. You don't want to see that yellow.
Not from Ginny. Cutter. Okay. Well, I like him a lot.
What the hell?
I like him a lot because you can stash him on the IL.
Yeah, I like come on, dude. Right.
No, I love it. Once I realized that you can stash him on the IL, I like it even more. I'm still taking him. He's throwing bullpens, but they said today he'll likely still start on the IL because they're going to take it slow.
Yeah, and I still worry the knee. It's a last year thing, right?
Yes.
So
it happened in the after the third start last year. It blows my mind. This is what took place.
Right. So something's weird there. If it doesn't work out, whatever. But I'll IL him for the first whatever.
The IL thing, I love that pick now. Great pick. I fully support this pick.
Come on, there. I knew you'd come around. I knew you'd come around.
No, it took me a second there, but the IL thing makes it a no-brainer to me, actually. So I like that a lot. Yeah. That's so now you have 3 picks to go. Am I seeing that right? Yeah. So,
Andy asks, had to take care of the kid. How are you feeling about the team? It's funny. Comparing this to the auction.
Real quick, Ernie Clement went after Cutter Crawford, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Damn, I missed Ernie Clement. What am I going to do? That sucks. My night's ruined. It's funny. Maybe this is just me in this small sample, but so I just did my auction last Friday. I felt terrible about that team. Where in a draft, like you are actively picking the guys you want. In auction, you are too, but like in auction, you're kind of forced. There's just a lot more going on. And I feel a lot more confident in a straight draft. Again, leaving the draft, this means nothing like how you feel about your team leaving the draft. I feel a lot better about this team than I do my auction team. And maybe that's just a one-off, whatever. But like for me in auction, there's just so much going on. I don't feel as confident in picks that I made. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see how you feel about it tomorrow.
We'll see, because I felt good about my my BARF team and my OC team, and both of them were graded C- according to Fantasy Pros on the NFBC. So, can you guess what one of the issues was on one of my teams?
Whip.
Yep.
Whip.
Yep. Whip was a concern.
All right, I need a hitter who's going to play. What do we got?
Spore,
what do we got?
I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to say
Don't
it
say
again.
freaking Carlos Santana.
I was going to say, because you said a hitter that's going to play. That's what you said. Those were your exact words.
Is he going to play every day?
Yeah, he's got really good defense. That's why he's going to play nearly every day.
But I like Ty France, Miranda.
He played 150 games last year, 146, 131, 158, COVID year, 158, 161.
Wait, what the hell? Dude, what team is he on? Cleveland?
He's on Cleveland this year.
I'm looking at Minnesota.
No, Cleveland. He plays a ton of games, man.
Switch hitter, so most would be lefty in a good park.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, come around.
God.
Come around, Ryan. Come around, big man. He's hit 23 home runs back-to-back years. He's had 19 or more every year since 2012. He had 18. Like, the dude, he's going to mash. Come around.
Jesus. All right, he's in the queue, but that's tough.
The crowd is responding. TDK says, get Santana.
No, Andy says Miranda.
No, that's
Miranda.
Up here, he said, get Santana. Don't focus. And then Andy Splinter says, yeah, I'm with Bubba here. That's right. As far as, by the way, Bubba, Santana and Manzardo are going to play, in my opinion. Yeah, Manzardo will DH. I agree. I'm just saying he's stuck at your utility now, which is fine if you build your team that way. A lot of people are expecting the first base. And I don't know when that's going to happen based on Santana's defensive prowess. And the big reason you need to take Santana, he's not even the oldest guy on your team, is he? Oh, will he be the oldest guy?
Dude, I hope he's the oldest guy on my team. I don't have anybody.
He'll turn 39. Yes, he'll be your oldest guy, I think.
Jesus.
Not by much, but he will be your oldest guy.
I mean, I don't have anyone who's like over 35.
Like Nick Martinez is 34. So yeah, he'll be your oldest one. You got that going for you. Ooh, let me check something real quick. You might have done something really sneaky here on the age situation. The bus driver is 20. He's 26 too. Jesus Christ! I thought he was younger than that.
Yeah, I thought Otto would be.
Yeah, I had to check it out.
He'd be a youth.
No. I had to check it out for a second. Nope, not so fast, my friends. Let's check out Nick Gonzalez just for fun. Let's see where we sit.
He's pretty young. 20. I'll say 25.
He's 20. He'll be 26 in May.
Okay.
Yep.
Problem is, yeah, God damn it. If I end up with Santana, dude, that's bad. And I almost can't do it because it'll make you happy, and I don't.
We don't want me to be happy.
I don't like doing that.
After I want you to be Cutter Crawford. Like, you can't do all this. Well, let's have a real talk then. What other hitters are you looking at?
Oh, Jesus. Pistol Pete off the top rope.
DJ LeMahieu for this squats demographic. That's
Pot Horser with Yuri Perez. I do think Yuri Perez, he should be picked in the last couple rounds. You never know.
Yeah, that's
He should be picked.
That's not a bad call.
So that's another thing to consider. If I'm looking up Lucas's thing in our Discord where he put together, kind of recapped everything in terms of injured guys to take, there are some still available. There's Stanton. There is Alex Cobb, Luis Garcia, Kershaw, Horwitz would be first, second. Take those guys, IL them. TDK, agree. Kittredge, a good pick.
Yeah, so Gianella.
Yep. Gianella took him. I don't think he took.
Yeah, Horwitz is gone. Pistol.
Bautista. Horwitz is gone.
Yes, he is gone. I saw him get drafted earlier. At least I'm pretty sure I did.
That's a good. I like that pick actually.
How about younger Santana in Lamont Wade Jr.?
Oh my God! There goes Luis Garcia on cue to Jeff. I like that. You can IL. Oh, Sporer took Horwitz as the IL stash. That's solid. Especially, I think with these stashes, like just getting a hitter, like so much more can go wrong. You stash a pitcher.
So much more can go wrong when you stash a pitcher. That is
well, they're just more. I mean, just setbacks, and especially again, I think Yuri Perez should be drafted in this league, but only in the last few rounds, which is where he went.
You're not wrong. You are correct. Did you go Brendan Rodgers and hope he plays?
I do need an outfielder. Like I need a sixth outfielder. I don't have a backup outfielder. Which
Jerry Encarnacion, Lamont Wade Jr. is outfield eligible. You could take a gamble on Luis Matos, see if he makes the team.
Do you think Encarnacion plays regularly?
I hope he does. He probably won't because it's the stupid Giants.
I mean, kind of no one. I mean, kind of nobody does.
Austin Hayes will.
Jesus, you might be right.
Yeah. Out of the options left, I think I'm pretty close. Yes. This is going to be awesome. I'm so excited right now.
I like it. We'll go with your boy. Let's go.
Which one? Did you really take Austin Hayes? Yes. He should play left field.
Yeah, he should play Cincinnati. Great park.
Yes. I don't know. As Andy in the chat says here, that's double dong Austin Hayes to you.
That is.
Yes.
I don't know. I think we'll see. I think Cincinnati has enough left-handed platoon bats that it might be tough for Hayes to play against a right-handed pitcher, but
they're always hurt. They're always hurt. So I take my chances now. It could backfire. You could drop them. We move on. I digress.
Got my hopes up in the chat, but Tyro Estrada was taken 17th round.
Yeah, long gone.
But I did do a double take there because I think I might have missed that too. But no, all good. Since he loves their rough platoons, right?
Okay.
Why do I listen to Bubba?
Here's another outfielder. If you want to take one more, I don't think he's gone. You can check. Jordan Beck in Colorado. I think he gets the chance this year.
He got taken a couple rounds ago.
Okay, good. He should have taken. Oh, right there. I see it. Like 2 rounds ago. Okay, got it.
There. But no, that's fine. Giancarlo Stanton to Jenny Butler. That's a great pick. Honestly,
hopefully he can find his elbows.
Stash City.
Yep. Jared Kelenic for a month till Acuna comes back.
Any preference between Bieber or Montas as an IL stash?
Oof.
Kind of like Montas. Alex Cobb.
I think Montas. No, Alex Cobb for me.
He may not pitch this year, dude.
No,
Bieber's gone, apparently. Okay, Bieber's gone.
I would go Montas there. You just hope his injury's not too crazy, even though it doesn't sound great, but it's IL. You just roll. So, yeah, I go Montas. I just don't trust Cobb at all. They gave him an epidural the other day for his hip. He's supposed to start playing catch this week. They said he will already not be ready for the start of the season. I would lean Frankie Montas again. It's pure speculation.
It's just tough. I could go like a Halverson as a third closer spec.
I like that. I actually do like that.
Maybe I'll do that.
Tinoco. You can go Jason Adam.
Because you don't want too many. The thing with the IL stash and labor is, like we said at the top, for anyone listening 3.5 hours ago, if you fab a guy, you do have to make him active. So you don't want too many IL guys because then you've got all these fab dudes you have to start that first weekend. But
yep. Yeah, a lot of names getting thrown around the chat, Ryan.
what do we got?
Like Eddie Rosario.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
Miguel
no,
Vargas,
there is
Miguel Vargas, who I don't mind. Chas McCormick, who I don't mind. There's Dylan Moore, Michael Ciani.
I like Nick's trio there. Maybe I probably should have taken McCormick over Hayes. Why did I take Austin Hayes?
Because Austin Hayes is playing in a better ballpark, but I like McCormick as well. I like both of them. Spore Cal Ripken Jr. might fill Bloomer's team.
Hey, look, Halverson just went to Dr. Roto, of course.
Great pick. He's listening. We know this every year, Ryan. This has been proven, basically.
Hell, I might take Cal Ripken Sr.
Yeah, go take Billy Ripken and have him hold his bat.
Yeah, I like it. Well played.
Batting gloves.
Well played.
Andy Pages is still around, it sounds like. So that'll be another guy. And Spore just nailed it.
I don't know.
Again, Carlos Santana's out there. There he goes. There goes Carlos Santana. Great pick. Great pick in round 28.
That's tough.
For you, yes. There goes Durbin. Great pick, Ginny. Great pick, Ginny.
Damn it. I was actually thinking of Carlos Santana at that point.
Oh, no, you weren't. You're such a liar.
You know what?
You are not looking at him.
Not giving up on my guy. My fellow old. God, this fits my team like a glove.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Look at this. Look at this name.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What, dude? What's wrong with Ty France?
You just crapped all over Carlos Santana for rounds, multiple rounds, to take Ty France.
Starting
I'll make you a beer bet right now.
30. He's only 30.
Pick your beer bet right now.
I did want Halverson. That was freaking Austin Hayes. That pick's going to come back to bite me.
No. As long as he plays, he'll be more than fine.
Yeah. No, you kind of have to draft the sixth outfielder as well.
Yes.
Like, that's okay. Picks after Santana.
That was
Pat's with you, I think, shaking his head at taking France 2 picks after Santana.
Yes, that's a rough look. That's a really rough look right there.
Look. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Joey Cantillo, I like that pick. The Bubich and Cantillo picks right there. That's good round 28 spec starters. I like that a lot.
Miguel Vargas just went to Sporer's kind of cleaning up these last few rounds. Love the Horwitz, Heaney, Vargas. That is solid.
If you want to go a little higher up, these are really good picks. Sporer's doing some work.
And I believe Vargas is third outfield.
Third outfield, yes.
Not mistaken. So that's super valuable.
And the White Sox came out and said he's their primary third baseman.
Yeah.
So you're good.
So again, why did I take Austin Hayes?
Yeah. If you guys need a third baseman, you can go draft Paul DeJong. He's the primary third baseman in Washington. So go for it.
Yeah. That would fit
your team.
Fit my mold. All right, one more pick, people. We'll wind it down shortly after that.
Yeah, you're crazy here.
Adam says, thanks for this, guys. Was informative as my first draft is coming up. Good night. Good luck. Good luck, and thanks for hanging, Adam. Appreciate it, man.
Good luck. Thanks, man.
Eloy. Has Eloy been picked?
Oh, God. Best shape of his life.
Oh, wait, I just did that. Sporer was spooked, but Nick Anderson brought up Miguel Vargas. I like, that Vargas pick is solid. You just never know. I mean, anybody who's going to play and is young at this point, you never know.
I've taken Vargas a lot in my draft and holds right now. A lot. He's been a favorite of mine. Him and Lennon Sosa. I like both of them. So.
No comment on that one.
No. Sport says DeJong overtaking my boy Tenna. Yeah, on the national spring training broadcast on Tuesday, they said that the Nats, when DeJong came up to hit, that DeJong was their primary shortstop according to the coaching staff of the Nats. So yes,
Tenna
that's what it
can
looks
play
like.
third, right?
Tenna is 30, so Tenna was at third, so they're going to have DeYoung be the primary third baseman instead of platooning. Yes, so Tenna's off the bench.
Okay, gotcha.
Jenny throwing shade. Tenna is mid, in my opinion. She doesn't just snipe your picks; she has to let you know as well. I love it. Love Jenny. Looking forward to seeing Jenny again in Vegas. That's awesome. There goes Jordan Hicks. That's a guy that I struggle with, and I love him, but I struggle. Kershaw, there's an IL pick for Pianowski. Final round coming on down, everybody. 15
Final round.
Picks.
We will probably end the stream shortly after my pick to give Bubba some a 25-minute lunch break before his next pod.
And
appreciate
I need to join
you.
I need to join the union.
You need that full hour.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I love this. This is great.
No,
awesome.
I appreciate you hanging around for this. You did 4 hours of my auction on Friday night as well. So
yeah, no, it's all good. I enjoy it. So it's beautiful. Nick, no, not even going to comment on that, Nick. And what?
If you guys want to see, so again, programming note, next Tuesday, same time, Tout Wars. Bubba and I are in the same draft together, so we will be streaming that. We are the official stream of Tout Wars for that draft, so they're going to kind of cross promote it. We will be streaming 8 p.m. Eastern next Tuesday. We don't have the draft slots yet, but we'll be running it back with Tout Wars, which is an OBP league. Same time as we did labor, so cannot wait for that. And then
it should be a ton of fun.
I'll have to text you about what we're doing Thursday.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that off
Obviously,
air.
I've forgotten. Forgot the plan.
Yeah, we'll talk off air. We got some ideas for sure. So where are you thinking here? Pitcher, hitter? You have to get specifics. Pitcher, hitter?
Pitcher.
I'm thinking pitcher. Yeah,
IL. We're going IL.
Oh, so you got the person figured out already.
Until Sporer takes him.
Yep. At least Jenny can't get you with your last pick. That's a plus.
Yeah. Screw you, Jenny. You can't snipe my 29th rounder.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
You're helpless.
Yeah.
I still, that Ring EFO pick, man, round 12. I will remember that one. That was legendary.
Oh, Bon Jovi called with that one. Shot in my heart. Oh, sorry.
That's true. I mean, that was rough.
Oh yeah, that was glorious.
Sneaky Brian Rocchio pick. I mean, to what we were talking about Miguel Vargas, young guy who's going to play every day. Brian Rocchio, prospect pedigree. I like that. That's a Gianella. Gianella, I feel like has put together a squad. I haven't looked at all the teams yet, but took Andrew Kittredge 2 rounds before that, which I can get behind. Sharp dude, and Gianella is going to be streaming the AL LABR auction Friday night with you, Bubba. Baseball HQ's first pitch online. So
Gianella's gonna have to put up with me for like 4 hours. I feel sorry for him already.
Is he doing the full shift?
I have no idea. I think I'm doing the full shift. Rico's the first 2 hours. I don't know if Mike's with us the full shift part, the back half. I don't know.
I think he's done the long haul before.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then Paul, you're doing NL right on Saturday. Don't want to misdo it with Tristan. If I think I have that right.
You better. You're going to be behind the scenes on most of this.
Yeah, I'm going to be producing the show on Zoom behind the scenes, but I'll be in and out. I mean, it's 4 days. I have to.
Yes, that sounds right.
We'll remind you. We'll remind you Saturday morning.
Okay, our people will talk to your people. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
There goes Davis De Los Santos, who probably won't make the team, but I guess a spec with your last pick. Kyle Stowers.
Legendary parting shot from our guy Pat.
Oh God, Pat has been on fire tonight.
Ryan, fight the urge. Don't take Rich Hill.
That would be. Let's just for fun, real quick. Let me check something out.
Jesus,
Rich Hill. How old do you think Rich Hill is?
I'll say 44.
Yes, he turns 45 on March 11th. So like less than 2 weeks, basically. He's older than Justin Verlander.
By a lot.
Verlander's 42.
Yeah, so he's 3 years.
I guess when I get to that age, I don't expect him to be that crazy.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Look at Nick Anderson's rooting you on fall, Montas fall.
That's who it is.
Yeah, that's who
That's who it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about earlier, so it makes sense.
Probably should have taken him earlier, and I didn't. But I don't know. Montas out that long. He's out a month. I like this. So we'll go Montas.
Thanks for joining us, Spore. He's off the bed.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, man. That was fun.
Yeah, I think we'll shut it down from here. But this lived up to expectations. It's I think my favorite stream of the year, and you guys are a big part of that, as well as you, Bubba. So good stuff, Bubba. You got 20 minutes till your next
It's all
show.
good. It's all good. It's easy.
Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, this was a fun time. I love the razzing back and forth from the chat. That's what makes all of this run and go, and appreciate it. Jenny, I guess I'll have some words for you Thursday night on the HQ stream. Thank you, Pistol Pete, for hanging. Thank you, Andy, Pat, TDK, all you guys. Really appreciate it. So
Yep.
I think that's all I got. I'll let you round it out. You're better at the intro and outro.
All right. Well, that'll wrap it up, everybody. Ryan put together a decent squad. We'll see how it pans out when things are all said and done. Again, if you want to see the 7th Bubba in the Bloom Listener Auction League coming at you Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Next week's tout and much more. But for now, check out Ryan on Twitter at RyanBHQ, the podcast at Bubba Bloom Pod, and on Patreon at patreon.com/Bubba Bloom. I'm at BD Intric. This is Bubba in the Bloom, episode 217, Ryan's 2025 Labor Team. Catch y'all later.